humanitarianism. This is anarchy.
Yeah, anarchy.
350,000 missing children at our border. 350,000. My fellow Americans, we can do so much better than that.
Well, like, where else are they going to get all these people to help Diddy? That's just my opinion. They're all in and on together. Okay? There's only one reason. Well, the main reason being that they're evil. Okay? But look, it's because they disobeyed the Constitution on a daily basis, and I actually have a personal problem with that, okay? Like, if it was up to me, I would just stop the program completely 100% and file damn motions against these freaking people that disobey and go against the U.S. Constitution on a daily basis, okay? And talk crap about Trump and his supporters. Because that's what evil does. It twists everything and turns it around for its own benefit.
Our laws are...
And watch Trump give his salary when he's elected tomorrow up for charity once again to prove he doesn't need to be there, Jack. Yeah, ASS.
Our communities, our very safety in this election is at stake. We, in this room, in this arena, we demand a secure border.
Yeah, we demand a secure border. That's what I just said. Look, they go against the Constitution on a daily basis, and they want us to think it's normal or something. Just so that they can keep doing their shitesty business. Yeah.
Not just because we lack compassion, but because we value justice and the rule of law.
That's it. That's entirely it.
Donald Trump will secure our border on day one in the Oval Office. Kamala Harris broke it.
Donald Trump will fix it. Definitely not lying. Look, our whole intended purpose is to keep the border open. Duh. Oh, hey, Daniel, how's it going? Good to see you. If this is a final countdown, like, this is it. The time has come. There's no more fooling around. This is it.
God, our adversary.
Like, time is up.
Very sense weakness. They
Literally.
see our hesitations. They see our apologies. Not strength, but surrender. Look around the world. Israel attacked Iran. The Middle East is a powder keg. Russia invaded Ukraine. The growing threat of China.
But we are the party of common sense that have peace through strength. And look, they try to say that Trump was going to be bad because his personality isn't going to get along with all these world leaders. But guess what? It's kind of hard when you show up and you meet Donald Trump and he's all loving and everything. And he's all squishy and you just want to, like, hug him and kiss him. And you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, dude, he's a likable person, dude. Oh, but he's a felon, this and that. Well, because they're going to feel pretty stupid when it's overturned on appeal. And believe you me, it will be. Because they disobeyed and they broke the Constitution, Jack. Okay? They said we're going to change the laws temporarily so we can jack up Donald Trump so that he can't be president again. Then they flood open the gates of the border so that all these people could come here and vote illegally, you mean? Let them do that. Let me have one certified illegal immigrant that voted and had their vote count, and I will sue the government of the United States of America for it. I darn well will. I'm definitely not lying. No one else seems to want to be able to do it. Or no one's excited enough in a bad way or something where it makes them freaking move to do something about it. Because literally, they are committing treason daily.
Large over everything, the world would not be on fire.
I'm sick of it. I got a headache too, so I might be grumpy right now, I think. Yeah, I think I feel a little slight bit of a headache. Jack, it must have been that freaking... Yeah, because I just dabbed like 5 minutes ago. Can't you see? You can tell I have a total cotton mouth. Anyways.
Trump was in the White House today.
Look, he should be in the White House today. Okay, because they're trying to pull a fast one. Does no one give a shit about standing up for the Constitution? There's a process to everything. This is not only the country, okay, of freaking common sense, or we are the party of common sense, but look, we are of law and order, not chaos and we're gonna crap all over the Constitution because we're Democrats. Okay, like just put them in jail for it. Because if you're leaving the border open and people are pouring into this country and citizens are falling off the planet Earth, dude, like hotcakes, that is committing treason on a daily basis.
The world needs
and that's because all the illegals that they're letting into this country and they're busing them in and flying them everywhere around this nation to get their illegal votes on the ballot box. Because otherwise they'd have nothing. Just like the Benny Johnson yesterday made a video. I seen it. He had an invitation to show up at one of Kamala's, or was it Hillary Clinton's rally. They have no one showing up over there for him, bro. They have Lady Gaga showing up today, I guess. How disgusting and gross is that? Some chick that wore freaking literally raw beef, okay? Raw beef. Raw steak, as in, beef. Okay? Like skirt steak and shit. And carne asada and all that. As a dress. Does no one remember that? That's like pretty deranged. Like, dude, the coldness of how it would feel on my flesh. Just, there's something weird about that, okay? Because whenever I hear Lady Gaga, that's what I think about. And there's something not right about that situation. Wearing raw beef as a dress. Tampons in boys' bathrooms. This chick thinks she's going to tax us on our unrealized gains. On shit we haven't even claimed yet.
America, the world needs this country, not as a bystander, but as a beacon.
Yes.
We have to reaffirm our global leadership, not with apologies, but with action.
And look, I've told you before. I've told you all before. What has been the downfall of man since the beginning of time? Yeah, evil's like, look here, eat this apple with me and we'll both be done in. Remember? Now they want to try to put a chick in the White House? Have they lost their damn minds completely 100% all the way? Okay? They're never going to allow that. The White House and this country, okay, the founding fathers, they were 33-degree Masons. The Statue of Liberty, the Pentagon, the Capitol, all of it is based on masonry, Freemasonry, mathematically and otherwise. Okay, there is no way in HELL will a woman, a female, ever occupy the Oval Office. I guarantee you that with my life. Not just a vote, not just my word, not just a handshake or money in the bank or on the table, but my life. No woman will take the presidency of the Oval Office of the United States of America. I guarantee you that. Not until from now, ever in history, until the end of time. I guarantee you. It is not going to ever happen. My head hurts. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. This is a big one. Yeah.
Is heard, respected.
This is the big one. I'm coming to join you, honey. That's what I'll be saying tomorrow if things don't fly right and if they come around and try to cheat and everything. Because you know how they're good at that. And I think that's the only thing that they're good at. And I agree with Trump on that fact. It's true, no, it is. Am I in rare form today? Only because I got a slight bit of a headache going on. Might have to do something about that. And look, 35K watching. Take note of that. Take very good note of that and account of everything because I do. Yeah. I'm keeping track of it all. Sure darn am. Recording all the speeches in every single rally. Especially the grand finale. She's having Lady Gugu sing. Is she going to sing this time? Because look, last time she was full of crap. She told everybody, look, Beyonce's going to be at my freaking rally. And everybody showed up just to boo him. Well, I rather like that. And I think that's rather really comical and funny and great and everything. But she ought to just pack it up and come back to San Francisco and clean the city up. Because you know what? I live here. Okay? And I'm like 45 minutes away. And she needs to come and clean up San Francisco. Everyone is sick of it.
And guess what? Feared when necessary.
Stupid lying freaking
My
little
fellow
witch.
Pennsylvanians.
And not only that, she's been lying ever since she was sleeping with Willie, what's-his-face? Yeah, little Willie wee dude.
The world.
Willie Brown, that's right. Look at my Trump flag is out there on my freaking lattice. Look, it's right on the porch. Everybody can see it from the street. See it? Look. My Trump flag. I'm telling you. Why are they shy? Or are they shy or are they embarrassed? Or is it really a private matter of who you're voting for? Not that it matters, because if your mind's made up, then you belong. Get in where you fit in, Jack. Okay. Get in where you fit in. That's about it. That about says it all.
Needs the leadership of Donald J. Trump.
Yes, we do. And tomorrow they're going to be crying.
Here in Pittsburgh and across America,
tomorrow, midnight, I want the results, okay? And they're like going to be saying, oh, we got to take our time and have our thumbs up our asses for 10 days and it's going to take that long to count the ballots. No, it isn't. And they already tried to say they're not going to certify Donald Trump if he is elected president. So they're trying to force feed people something that they don't want. And then aren't they the ones that are like, oh, she's always talking about the voice of the people. Wait, am I wrong, or are they the ones trying to censor the First Amendment? And look, I've been researching this chick, dude. I was watching interviews and freaking speeches that she's done from like 14 years ago. She's so scandalous. She's been saying the same crap and doing the same crap for her whole career. While sleeping all the way up to the time that she was married, and then, I don't know if her husband knows, but yeah. Your wife was married before to somebody else. And it all happened in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's true, no, it is. There's a marriage record on it. Dude, I think maybe that scent from that bag is giving me a headache. I need to get it out of here. Hold up. I have a feeling that's what's going on. Maybe. Maybe it could have been the dabs too, but you know how when you get bags at the store, they're brand new? And they're scented? Dude. It's been in my room because remember that suitcase that I got in Truckee? Okay. That's my plan. I have to. That's why I got that big. It's like a garden garbage bag. Like the hefty stretch bags. Because that suitcase that I got, I'm going to wrap it and then I'm going to have my mom take it to her house and put it in the garage in the rafters for storage. Anyways, my grapes are so good. Look, and I'm still eating my grapes. Who's here? We have a couple lurkers. At least Daniel said hi. What a joke. What a real disgusting joke. Like, I thought jokes were supposed to be funny, but it's just ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. They're not trying to censor certain words because they have like certain other words in them, like ridiculous, are they? Too damn bad. Might as well change the whole English darn language and then you have to change all the words in the dictionary and then you'd be wrecked. It's true, no, it is. Anyways, they're not allowed to freaking... Look, they wanna... What do they say again? They're trying to intellectually or some shit fundamentally change us. Good damn luck with that. One thing I can tell you for sure right now, right off the bat, no woman will ever take the presidency of the United States. Never. Never. Because if they ever allow that to happen, then I'll be expecting Jesus to come riding in through the clouds anytime after that. Any second after that. I'm telling you right now. Yep. And if Jesus himself didn't come down and stop it, then whoever's left down here, because I ain't going to be here. If that ever happens, I won't be here. I can tell you that right now. Because that ain't going to happen ever in my lifetime. I guarantee you that. As long as Donald Trump, Tulsi Gabbard, Roseanne Barr, myself, Bobby Kennedy Jr., and everybody else, the whole Trump family, and all of MAGA Nation, none of us is ever going to allow that. And hey, but you have to ask yourself, why do they hire how many lawyers? Dude, I think they hired like 500 lawyers or 5,000 lawyers or some shit. Why would that be, I wonder? They're suspecting us of cheating at the ballot boxes? That's freaking damn hilarious. Haven't you seen the numbers? Wake up and smell the coffee.
Not just facing crazy, dangerous political figures like Kamala Harris or Governor Tim Walz, who are weak, failed, dangerously liberal, totally out of touch with reality. Now get this.
Yeah, and that lies about her genealogy and uses an African-American black lady to impose as her grandmother. And why did her dad disown her again? Let me think. Oh, yeah, because, let me think. Oh, but they're both the same. Who darn well knows? Well, evil is evil, so call a spade, Belilo, and call it by name.
Joe Biden and somehow replace him with someone who is less articulate than Joe Biden.
Oh my God, and breaking the Constitution.
Ronald Reagan once said, "You and I have a rendezvous with
That's
destiny.
damn lit. I have to look it up.
We'll preserve for our children this, the last."
We are going to be reviewing the U.S. Constitution today, students.
Best hope of man on earth, or will sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that he is right. But I also believe that that rendezvous with destiny is tomorrow. Never.
We are at the
Never
precipice.
has America faced such a clear choice. We face a choice between revitalization and decline, between unity and division. We face
How
a
about good
choice
and evil?
between strength and weakness, patriotism and despair, a choice between the ruling class and we the people.
Yeah, we the people.
And folks, the answer to these questions is Donald
Donald
Trump.
J. Trump. Yeah,
With
Donald
Trump
J.
in the White
Trump.
House, we will usher in a new golden age of American prosperity. Do
Amen.
you all believe that we're in a spiritual war for the heart and soul of this country?
Yes.
Ground zero for that fight is right here in America.
Straight up against evil, and guess what? And they're not even trying to hide it anymore. That's what's so ridiculous about it, because they're so blatantly out in the open with it. Tampons in boys' bathroom, bro, come on. What are they trying to do psychologically to all these kids that are growing up, the babies that are not understanding the world that they're trying to force upon mankind? It's like, slow the truck. Who left you guys in charge? Are you tripping out? They break the Constitution daily. They freaking kicked Biden out and said, look, if you don't surrender and just step down, we'll invoke the 25th on you. They screwed over their own president. They break the law every day by letting illegal freaking immigrants come into this country to where it's injuring and fatally freaking injuring. Okay? It's a risk. They're committing treason. Then they don't realize that that's against the law. These immigrants are coming here breaking the law. They're coming here already. Their very first move into America is they're coming here breaking the law. And then you want me to think that once they get here, they're not going to break the law again. The very act that got them here is against the law. What are they, brain freaking like not functioning or something? What is the problem here? Because every county and every state should be filing motions against them right now. Okay, and should have been doing so. They should have been bombarded like they did to Donald Trump and his family over the freaking treasonous, freaking unlawful crap that they do every single day. And she's out here trying to say that she will end the battles overseas? No way. She's signing it on to keep it going. She co-signs it every single shipment that goes out.
And that's precisely why I despise the term silent majority. Silence does nothing. Silence in the face of evil is evil itself.
Exactly.
And folks, we cannot be silent.
We can't look away and pretend like, oh, it's going to be okay. No, dude, it isn't. It isn't at all.
Anymore. My time in the Army was not just a duty, it was a promise to defend America, not just on foreign soil, but right here at home as well. When you raise your right hand...
Look, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and all those other guys, they'd be like raising out of their freaking graves, holding their muskets in their hand and stuff, ready to go to battle again. Okay, just telling you. Okay? Every single little last one of them. Roosevelt, Reagan even. Right? Kennedy for sure wouldn't be standing for it. There's no way. There is no way they would get along with crapping all over the Constitution like they've been doing. I am California mad over it. Can you tell? Good.
Take a note, the volunteer and defend this
I'm
country.
sick of it, Mr. Nice Guy, and bullshit. Look, if tariffs should definitely encourage them to do the right thing. I'm with Trump 100%. Don't like tariffs? Hey, then you would adapt to the better way for the greater good of all mankind instead of being determined to try to force feed what we don't want. Because it's we the people. Yeah.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
And domestic.
Is
foreign and domestic. And then they want to try to talk shit about Trump when he says the enemy from within. Well, what would they call it? They're here, aren't they? They're the ones allowing all this crap to happen, changing laws to jack up their political opponent all the way down to try to take him out. Flat out try to take him out just because everything else failed. Because everything else failed.
Lifelong. And I made a promise to those fallen in combat beside me that I will fight with every fiber of my being to heal this economy, to secure our border, and to restore America's standing in the world.
To protect our future generations from the corrupt freaking infiltration of darkness coming upon our nation.
Never let America fall.
Yeah, we'll put a woman in the White House and you'll see.
I, along with each...
From the Garden of Eden until now, look, it's been proven through history. What are they, dumb? Oh, we're just going to put a girl in the White House because we're a girl. No, you're gay. Shut up and sit down.
Each and every one of you will stand with Donald Trump and J.D. Vance as they fight to...
And what is this? Look, now, where are they going to get all this money for all these surgeries that they're offering to all these illegals that aren't supposed to be even here? And what about the forgivable loan for African Americans of $25,000 when they're not even wanting to give out $750 to the natural disaster in this country? Huh? What? And the veterans living on the streets. Have you been to Oakland, California? San Francisco? My God. Should probably not walk the streets without like a stun gun or something. Unless you know karate or you have a different kind of weapon, but still. It's not safe. I mean, I might walk it by myself, but I don't advise any other girls to. But that's because I'll walk anywhere, anytime, day or night. I don't care. I literally have gone and will go still where angels don't dare to tread, so it's not a thing. But that we have to try to eradicate this corruption, dark forces that are trying to take over not only this country, because it'll trickle down to the rest of the world.
Save this country.
God, and take my headache away, Jesus.
All get up, let's rise, not with anger, but with purpose.
And conviction.
Let's remember that America's strength lies not in government or its military alone, but in its people.
Yes.
You all are what make this country exceptional. And united under a common cause, tomorrow we are going to fix what is broken here in this country. Not just for today, but for generations to come. To ensure that our children and our children's children inherit a nation that is rich and free with opportunity. So my fellow Pennsylvanians, get out tomorrow and vote like your country and your freedom depends on it. Bring 10 of your friends if you have to. Vote Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Let's save America together. So thank you, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thank you to the Steel City. Thank you, Pennsylvania. May God bless you all. And God bless the United States of America.
Thank you for your service, sir. This is a heavy-duty day. It's going to be heavy-duty 24 hours. The race is on. But it's because they cheat, dude. If you know what I mean? Look, I find it ridiculously funny that they went out and hired all these lawyers. Think of it. Think of it. Why would they go out and hire all these lawyers? 5,000 lawyers. That wouldn't be about as many poll stations as there are, is there? What does that really cover? I'm saying, can't you see all these tricks that they're doing? Letting in immigrants to vote illegally, letting the border wide open and letting the RUGS come in. They're the ones that cause the problems. Then they're like, oh, we're going to fix it. Nuh-uh, because you haven't yet. You opened the darn floodgates. My God. Such bad actors. Bad actors. What do we have here?
We'll have a lot of live coverage.
Not even an empty seat anywhere. Like, they're lucky if they can get... Look, they have to pay for the people that go to their rallies. You know, all those buses and stuff, caravans? Yeah. She has all these caravans bring all these fake people to her fake rallies to pretend like she's a real candidate when she has zero.com votes. Okay. Do you know what 0 votes is? 0. Okay? Look! My God! Look, the Constitution is against this. No candidate can be running a campaign with 0 votes. Are they crazy? Have they lost their minds completely? My God. My God, now I have to look up the Constitution. I'm trying to tell you. It's written in black and white. Okay. Okay. The Constitution of the United States, a transcription. Told you we're going to have to do this study, students. Okay, look. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and a House of Representatives. But before that it says, the Constitution of the United States, a transcription. Okay, we, as in you, me, her, him, they. Okay, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. It's telling you right there in the very first paragraph. Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. It's laid out right here. Okay? Everything is right here. The House of Representatives shall compose of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years and have been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. Representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all persons. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years, in such manners as they shall by law direct. The number of representatives shall not exceed 1 for every 30,000, but each state shall have at least 1 representative, and until such enumeration shall be made, the state of the New Hampshire, wait, where did I go to? Amendments 11 through 27, is there a reason why we landed here? Amendment 1 through 10 make up what is known as the Bill of Rights. The amendments 11 through 27 are listed below. The amendment what? 6? Article 3, Section 2 of the Constitution was modified by Amendment 11. The judicial power of the United States shall not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state, or by citizens or subjects of any foreign state. Amendment 7, passed by Congress December 9th of 1803, ratified June 15th of 1804. Really? A portion of Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution was superseded by the 12th Amendment. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for president and vice president, one of whom at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. They shall name in their ballots the person voted for as president, and in distinct ballots the person voted for as vice president, and they shall make distinct lists of all persons voted for as president and of all persons voted for as vice president, and of the number of votes for each which lists they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. The President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and the House of Representatives, open all certificates, and the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes for president shall be the president. If such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, and if no person have such majority, then from the persons having the highest numbers, not exceeding 3 of the list of those voted for as president, the House of Representatives shall choose immediately by ballot the president. But in choosing the president, this is written wrong. Because look, by ballot, by choosing the president, the vote shall be taken by states, the representation of each state having 1 vote. Okay, but then it goes, the president, and then it has a period. That's weird. I've never seen a sentence start with the word but. Shouldn't it be apostrophe, space, then but, and not capitalized? So the sentence begins like this with a capital B, okay? Because the other sentence ended, right? Shall choose immediately by ballot the president, period. Okay? Then it went space, but with a capital B in choosing the president. So I think that this is incorrect right here, if I'm not mistaken. But in choosing the president, the votes shall be taken by states, the representation from each state having one vote. A quorum for this purpose shall consist of members from 2/3 of the state, and the majority of all the states shall be necessary to a choice. And if the House of Representatives shall not choose a president, whenever the right choice shall devolve upon them before the 4th day of March, next following, then the vice president shall act as president, as in case of death or other constitutional disability of the president. The person having the greatest number of votes as vice president shall be the vice president. If such number of a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, and if no person have the majority, then the two highest numbers of the list, the Senate shall choose the vice president. A quorum for the purpose shall consist of 2/3 of the whole number of senators, and the majority of the whole number shall be necessary to a choice. But no person constitutionally ineligible to the office of president shall be eligible to that of vice president of the United States, superseded by Section 3 of the 20th Amendment. Really? So wait. Oh, we're on a break from the thing. Okay, 2/3 of the whole number of the senators and a majority of the whole number shall be necessary to a choice. But it did it again. So it must not be incorrect. It wouldn't be incorrect. I mean, this is like coming from the government. Archives, the archives.com.gov, I mean. You can go to the archives.gov and find all this stuff there. Passed by Congress January 31st of 1865 and ratified December 6th of 1865. A portion of Article 4, Section 2 of the Constitution was superseded by the 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except in punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to the jurisdiction. Congress shall have the power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation passed by Congress. Amendment 5, 6, 11. That's 11, right? Yeah. Amendment 11. Article 1, Section 2 of this Constitution was modified. And 2, the 14th Amendment. Really? Oh, yeah, it is. So it is. Oh, yeah, that's right. So that's 10, 1. Since the 1 is before the 5, that would be considered a 4. That's right. So that it is 14. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof as citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privilege or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Section 2, representatives shall be apportioned among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed. But when the right to vote, I always thought you weren't supposed to start a sentence with the word but. That's really strange. I must have been taught wrong. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elected of president and vice president or hold any office or civil or military under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature, or as an executive or judicial officer in any state to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid to comfort to the enemies thereof. You know what this means? Oh, hi, baby. I'm reading we're having a class on the Constitution. Don't you know? Yeah, I have to read the Constitution because wrecked. They break it daily. Don't you know? They disobey the Constitution daily. So we are reading Amendment 14 of the Constitution. Okay, because this is important information.
Let's talk real quickly about the fact that...
Yeah, I got to get my Trump flag on the pole and I got to go out there. I got to hurry up and get out there. I don't have all day to do this. But look, right here it's saying, look, Kamala, remember when they were burning cities in Philadelphia? What did Kamala do? She put out on social media that she wanted to raise money to bail them out. My God. Constitution of the United States and rebelling against the same, or given aid to comfort the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote or 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. The validity of the public debt of the United States authorized by law, including debts incurred for payment of pensions and bounties for services in suppressing... Oh, no, we're not reading that. The Congress shall have the power to enforce and appropriate legislation and provisions of this article changed by Section 1 of the 26th Amendment, passed by Congress February 26 of 1869, ratified February 3rd, 1870. What was that? We have to go... What did he say again? 1798. What was that? Oh, to immediately disoccupy or break up occupying freaking immigrant freaking groups that are currently in the United States of America. Okay, wait. Okay, the right of the Amendment what? 10. It is? The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. The Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. Amendment 1016. Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution was modified by Amendment 16. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes on incomes from whatever source derived, without appointment among the several states, and without regard to any census or enumeration. Say what? To lay and collect taxes on incomes. Yeah, but how much taxes? I know that it has to fluctuate with the times and everything. The times change. Taxes change, but this is ridiculous. We're trillions of dollars in debt. Well, look, how can you be trillions of dollars in debt and you're sending trillions of dollars overseas to somewhere else? That doesn't make any sense to me. And then they're trying to say how much they're against tariffs. Look, tariffs is just an incentive for people to build in America, buy American, hire American. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, what y'all doing? Hi, Simply Smile. It's great to see you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, like I have this little bit of a headache going on. I don't know what's happening. But because, you know, it's getting down to the wire, and I really do have to go out there and wave my Trump flag around. And did you see my Trump book? Look, I received it in the mail. And then when I finally meet him, then I can get his autograph. Look at this thing. It's the most beautiful thing. Look at it. It's totally heavy. It has him, you know, that iconic freaking photo that was taken of him saying fight, fight, fight immediately after being shot in the head. Okay? No, this book right here, this book means everything to me. It's the Save America book. Okay? Sucker costs $100, bro. Okay? But look, there's unbelievable things in here. Oh, it has a signature. Oh, wow. It has a signature. So, but anyways, has the seal of the United States of America. And first edition, September 2024. Look, I got one of the first editions. First edition. Yeah, and it has a number on it. It has like some sort of number on it. Like I guess like some kind of serial, like not a serial number, but you know what I mean? They numerize them, so they're only good. That means they're only gonna make so many of them. And it has another number. For more information on this and our other titles, please visit our website, www.winning. Okay, but in here, never give up, never surrender. Donald J. Trump. That's right, Daddy. Big Daddy. In the end, they're not coming after me. They're coming after you. I'm just standing in their way. This is magnificent. This is, oh my goodness gracious me. Can you believe how unbelievable this is? I'll take photos of it and then I'll post it. I think I could probably do that. Inauguration Day. Look at the beautiful assembly. I cannot believe it. Look at how beautiful. I cannot believe it. Oh. Look at all these people. You know, I looked up yesterday. They have 0 vacancies. Awesome. Number of copies, I think so. And how many will be sold? I'm not sure. All I know is my book has numbers. It has a couple of different numbers. And it has the seal of the United States of America in the front. That's on the very first, official page of the book, I guess you could say. Because the first page is blank. So then it has the seal of the United States of America. And it says, proudly printed in the United States of America. Yeah. It better not have been. If it was printed anywhere else, if this thing was printed in China, I'd be returning it in the mail to Trump. Yep, I'd be returning it to Daddy, Big Daddy. I would be, you know, it's true, it is. I'm definitely not lying. I'm telling you right off the bat right now. If this thing was not published in the United States of America, nope, they'd owe me $100. Took a lot of heat over Inauguration Day when the Democrats tried to disparage the crowd size, knowing that this was the largest inaugural crowd ever. See for yourself. They took similar pictures early in the morning on a rainy day and tried to pretend that it was my crowd. They never stop. Oh, and look at that. Classy First Lady. Very sophisticated, classy First Lady. And look at that remarkable family. Look at the crowds of people that he gathers around him. Look, Trump is like a magnet for people. Face it, okay? Yeah, MAGA100%.com. Uh-oh, who's speaking now? We're missing out.
Great to be here. Usually I'm here with my son Dan watching a hockey game. But it's great as I look out and I see many patients. I see farmers. I see factory workers.
I bet.
I see nurses.
You know what?
I see doctors.
I bet right now, I'm telling you ahead of time, Trump is going to get up there and he's going to be complaining about the microphone. Okay, wait for it. Anyways, we know if you don't, it takes votes, okay? You literally have to have votes. The delegates, you know? Constituents, votes, delegates. My God. They're trying to give credit where credit isn't even due. She's earned no one's vote to be president. Do you know what that means? Zero at all whatsoever. They're stepping all over the Constitution. It makes me enraged. That's what makes me really mad. Bidding farewell to Barack and Michelle Obama on Inauguration Day, January 20th of 2017. Yeah, goodbye, Michelle and Obama. Bye-bye. Look at Obama was standing there, California, pissed. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, and wait till tomorrow. They're going to lose their poo tomorrow. Yep, sure darn will, I bet. They're all going to be losing it tomorrow. And all their 5,000 lawyers or however many there are ain't going to do them any good. And just think about how much money they're spending on all these lawyers worrying about us cheating when they're the damn cheaters. Damn freaks.
I see the great people of southwestern Pennsylvania.
Look at this.
But you know what I don't see?
Look at the most beautiful.
Garbage. I see patriots.
I'll have to turn the light on or you might not see it.
Patriots.
The most beautiful picture ever. Him swearing on the Holy Bible being sworn in.
Law enforcement who are here to protect
I'm so excited about my book.
And allow us to thank you for your support. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
I would like to acknowledge the United States veterans who have served to keep this.
I love you, Donald Trump.
Please, veterans, stand. Let us acknowledge you. Thank you.
How beautiful. There's Don Jr. I love him too. Yep. And I love Melania.
This past weekend, we turned back the clocks 1 hour. And tomorrow, we have the opportunity to
look, the Secret Service is over the White House.
Turn back the clock to a country that is safe and secure. Turn back the clock to a president.
File down motions and throw him in jail for treason. That's what I want to see. A really friendly group in the Situation Room.
Crime to pour into the country. How that has allowed fentanyl to cross
a really friendly group, he says.
Free will through the cartel.
Nancy Pelosi's there.
Our children, our neighbors, our family. It is time to re-elect Donald J. Trump to make this sovereign country once again secure.
Yes, make America safe again. Beautiful. I love my book. This is one of my most treasured possessions now. Yeah, one of my... Look at it. He forgiven this turkey for Thanksgiving. Yeah, you're a lucky turkey. You met Donald Trump.
Talk to me. Yeah, let's talk about the vegetable industry and support what
a lucky turkey.
Unleash that energy that is under the feet of Pennsylvanians.
Look at these magnificent photographs.
Turn us to energy dominance, to supply
energy dominance.
With that energy, not just here in the United States, but throughout the world.
Look, it's like they're trying to purposely wreck America. Blatantly right in front of our faces and right in front of our eyes and everything. While they corrupt our children and bankrupt everybody. And look, haven't you seen the cities around this country? Look, Los Angeles, San Francisco, all these closed businesses for lease. They wrecked this country. If Trump doesn't fix it now, who knows what they're going to be doing? There will be no elections. Because all their immigrants that they've allowed to commit treason by entering this country, by breaking the law, okay? There is going to be no swing states. They're trying to make a one world order. You know what that means? One party states. So America will be like one state and one party only. Can you imagine that? Not even being separate as states, only being known and seen and actual on paper as only one unit, like a federal unit. That's going to be wrecked, dude. You mean while they're doing state surveillance on everybody and shit? And while they're trying to take away the Second Amendment and the First Amendment? Are they crazy? They're going against the Constitution. They're committing treason. My God, I'm sick. I sound like a broken record, don't I? I know I do. That's all there is to it. The United States military, Westport. Wow. Wow, how beautiful. How beautiful is that? That's amazing. The USMS or USMCA is the most beneficial trade agreement we have ever signed into law. Jobs are coming back fast and right here to America. Wow, I wanted to be a photographer to take pictures. Buy American and hire American. It's common sense. There's nothing wrong with that. Pledge to America's workers. I withdrew from the Trans-Pacific Partnership and ended the disaster known as NAFTA, replacing it with the brand new USMCA, the best trade deal ever made. I also took on communist China like no administration in history, bringing hundreds of billions of dollars pouring into our treasury when no other president had gotten even 10 cents from China. That's right. Speak how you feel, right? Well, I want to. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? Signing a washing machine? Trump signed somebody's washing machine? Tripping out. Do not take for granted what you've achieved. It will build your confidence. Wherever I go, I know that if I could build a skyscraper in Manhattan, I can do anything. And so can you. American workers are the keepers of the great trades and traditions that built our country. From the New York skyline to the Golden Gate Bridge, your hands, skills, and dreams will build the great landmarks of our future. Look how encouraging he is, right? It's downright scary. Every day you live out what I call the American creed. You are on the job before dawn and after dusk, and you never quit until that job is done. For years, politicians on both sides of the aisle made false promises. They took your endorsements, your money, and your votes in exchange for nothing. But with me, it's always promises made, promises kept. Where's my remote control? I'm tripping out. Oh, it's on the other side of me.
Let's just look at what Kamala Harris...
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I bet anything right now, when Trump comes, he's going to complain about this microphone. He might even break it. Because at every rally, he's been complaining about the microphones, and he says, don't pay the bill. Mark Levin, one of the most powerful voices in America, has always stood by me. A great guy. Yes, he is. 100% stand-up guy. Ron DeSantis Ron DeSantis in the Oval Office, he went astray for a while, but ultimately came back home and is doing a wonderful job for Florida. How sweet. How very sweet. Because look, they thought Trump was going to be not the right kind of personality to get along with other world leaders. Is that a joke or something? It's hilarious. Because look, when you meet Trump, right, you can't help but he's a lovable, likable guy. Because he loves everybody, right? It's hard to not like somebody that likes you. I'm just saying. They're all scared, or they're all talking smack, and then you can see him and Xi Jinping and him and Kim Jong-un are all hanging out and shit, and it's like, man, dude. And then what the greatest part about it, what I loved, is when Trump and Putin walked up to each other, right? When they met up and Trump shook his hand, it was a great moment because usually Putin is usually bigger or taller in stature, pretty much compared to other men around him, but not with Trump. He like about came up to his shoulder. It was great. The energy we produce here in our country is better, cheaper, and cleaner than our foreign competitors, and it's not even close. Our energy revolution is an incredible story, and it can only be written right here by me. In the past, pundits and politicians claimed that America was running out of oil and natural gas. They said the United States would never again be an energy powerhouse and that Americans would have to learn to get by with much less. But we proved them wrong. We'll be doing this for hundreds of years. Yes, the oil industry. I love you, Donald Trump. And look at all these people in vests, in garbage vests. Actually, they're safety vests, like road construction. By unleashing U.S. oil, natural gas, and clean coal, our great American workers are helping to fuel historic economic growth.
Accomplished. She has been incredibly unsuccessful.
Trump digs coal.
Borders are. She says she doesn't think of one thing that she can change of what has occurred under the Biden administration. Well, what we can change is we can change her presence in the White House, and we can elect Donald J. Trump as the next president of the United States.
And we will. Get out and vote.
America, we're at a turning point.
The turning point. We're at the precipice. Never mind the turning point.
Here tonight at PG
Look, he's trying to make it less crucial than it really is. It's really more critical than that. We're at the precipice. Never mind the turning point. That was back there. Okay, just saying. Just saying. It's getting downright scary, all right. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel right now. Because look how close we are. I mean, after all, the hours are winding down. It's 4:08 in California. Just think of it. My God, it's good. This is going to be revolutionary. We're supposed to be ahead in the polls, but guess what, Jack? They cheat. And what is their 5,000 lawyers going to do for them if we're not breaking the law, if they are? How's that going to work out? Oh, your lawyers are going to be there to ensure that you guys are able to break the law. Maybe that's what they're saying. Yeah, that's what I kind of think they're doing. Because after all, they're not really much good at doing much of anything else. With energy policy, just like everything else, it's always America first. We believe in unlocking our nation's resources, empowering our country's workers, and bringing back our wealth. Well, without it, the whole entire world is going to be, I don't know, like other countries. Mark Zuckerbucks would come to the Oval Office to see me. He would bring his very nice wife to dinners, be as nice as anyone could be, while always plotting to install shameful lock boxes in a true plot against the president. That's right. He told me that there was nobody like Trump on Facebook, but at the same time, and for whatever reason, steered it against me. We are watching him closely, and if he does anything illegal this time, he will spend the rest of his life in prison, as will others who cheat in the 2024 presidential election. Yes! Yeah, Mark, look, lock up Mark Zuckerbucks, because he's already admitted to election interference before. It's true, it is. Look, didn't I just post that the other day, Simply Smile? Do you think they will call it tomorrow or Wednesday? I don't know. Normally I would say, well, however long it takes, but no, the law and the Constitution says November 5th, that's it. That's vote day, that's counting day, that's election day. That's it. That's 1 day out of the year. Plus, there's no reason to wait. They've had mail-in ballots already casted. They have freaking early voting casted already. There is no reason or excuse to hold up the program. They all need to have their crap together tomorrow, okay? Or else their vote won't count. Okay? Because we are swamping the vote. There's zero no, believe you me, okay? No Republican in this country that's breathing right now will allow Kamala to be president of America. Peter Navarro, a great American patriot who fights like HELL for our country. Wow. Oh, and there he is. There he is with Elon. Elon's a little nerd, huh? He joined the Trump team. Yeah, Elon's a little nerd. Oh no, there's Liz Cheney. Oh, can't we cut her out? That'll wreck my book, but I don't want her. Why did you have to put that crazy lady in here? Liz Cheney would often come to the White House asking for baskets of goodies. Ultimately, I said no. Crying Adam Kinzinger was given the nickname by me because, other than a child, I've never seen anyone cry so much. When has another president ever spoke like Trump? Never has there been one, and never will there ever be one. He's one of a kind, legendary, outstanding.
Of having a country that is free. We understand
it's the diversity in his personality that makes him perfect and great for the job.
Free speech, to support our Second Amendment.
Without borders, you don't have a country.
Americans, and
duh.
not to disparage us.
Hey.
We were called individual.
Without borders, we have what? Community property. Right? That means free for all. I don't think so. Eagle Pass, Texas. Illegal immigration hurts American workers, undermines public safety, and places enormous strain on local schools, hospitals, and communities, taking precious resources away from those who need them most. It's time to put America first. Look at my magnificent book. The endemic abusc of the asylum system makes a mockery of our immigration system. We should not be rewarding those who abusc or defraud our nation. These individuals disrespect the foundations of American government by voluntarily choosing to break the law as the first thing they do in our country. Wrong. 100%. That's what I just said earlier. The first thing they come here, and the first thing that they're doing coming here is breaking the law. What does that tell you? The entire world is emptying out their prisons, insane asylums, and mental institutions. America is being turned into a dumping ground for the Hannibal Lecters of the third world. We have to stop it now. Illegal immigration enables the movement of illicit and deadly narcotics into our country. Nearly 100% of the heroin in the United States enters through the southern border, along with roughly 90% of cocaine, the majority of meth, and substantial portion of the ultra-lethal unaliving so much of our youth. These drugs destroys lives and unalives more than 150,000 Americans every single year. And the number goes up because we are so foolish with our laws that we allow this to happen. Yeah, but no longer. In 24 hours, they're going to lose their shit tomorrow. Okay? Are you listening to this? They're going to be losing their crap tomorrow, bro. It's going to be crazy. I have to find a way to hold my flag up on my pole. As I have often stated, there are only two things that have consistently worked over thousands of years. Walls and wheels. I love it. As I have often stated, there are only two things that have consistently worked over thousands of years: walls and wheels. Simple. That is so great. Oh no, they did up the White House for Halloween? Oh no. Oh, I guess it's kind of fun, I guess. I will fulfill my sacred obligation. Sacred. Look, I will fulfill my sacred obligation to protect our country and defend the United States of America. MAGA. Make America great again, Joey. How are you going to take out MAGA when it means make a great America again? Ding, ding. My God. See, I will fulfill my sacred obligation. You see that? I could understand how difficult it could be if you always vote one way and having to say goodbye to your faithful, to a party that has crumbled before your eyes. Well, there's nothing else to do. You got to do what's the greater good of mankind, right? And the greater good for self-preservation, for one thing. Start there. Like, just slow everything down. Like, dude, they're progressive lunatics. Okay? They're just they're just lunatics. All the way around. There's no other way around it. Fascinating, huh? Yeah, fascinating. Well, anyways, I love my book. Sure darn do. We have become the party of common sense. If you want borders, no crime. If you want borders, no crime. A strong military, a booming economy, energy dominance, free speech, honest elections, and your Second Amendment rights. Only MAGA can deliver all of this and more. I back that. Yeah. I, in your presence, how did I say it? Approve this message. I, Mrs. G, approve this message. I know, but look at how beautiful, huh? Look at the great love Nancy Pelosi has for me. Yeah. Look, he's got a big old smile on his face, and she's not happy, boy. She sure isn't very happy, Nancy freaking old cow Pelosi, is she? I can't stand her. She's like 120 years old, and she's been there for 89 out of those 120 years. Well, she's not anymore, but anyways. History shows that when America is not prepared, the danger is the greatest. We want to detour, avoid, and prevent conflict through our unquestioned military dominance. Peace through strength. How beautiful. The fake news media said I had 25,000 people and Martin Luther King had 1 million. As you can see, the size is identical. Actually, I had more, but I don't care because I love Martin Luther King. And guess what else? Did you know what day it is? This inauguration day, do you know what day that's going to be on? The day of the inauguration? That's going to be Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Do you know what that means? We absolutely 100% cannot. Kamala Harris cannot. No, definitely not. That'd be the most wrong thing ever in the world. The person that doesn't stand up for freedom at all. Kamala Harris. Please. They don't even have empathy for the people that they're allowing to cross the border. Well, that's because they want to control them so that they can go ahead and use them for their intended purposes, which is not good purposes, I can tell you that. My beautiful book. Yeah, my beautiful Donald Trump Save America book. Yeah. I darn will love it. I'm so happy to have it. I'm so glad I ordered it. And I was like undecided on whether or not I should have ordered it. And then I'm like, I'm not going to regret it, right? Because look, right now he hasn't been elected yet, right? Because like tomorrow, once he's elected, the prices will go up. You know, that's a given. Right off the bat. Right? That book will probably be worth twice as much as I bought it for tomorrow. Or at least by Wednesday. But I never intend on selling it, ever. It's going to become a family heirloom, you know? Like something that stays in the family forever. Like never to be sold or done away with, ever. It's going to go in the curio cabinet in the living room. Yeah, in the cherry wood curio cabinet, the big standing one. Yeah, it's going to be in there. On display. Yeah, I don't even want anyone really touching it and looking at it. Don't mess with my Trump book. Yeah, that's not allowed. Yep. If you want to touch my Trump book, you have to have gloves on. It's true, you know it is. And you have to be sitting down somewhere. It's true, you know it is. And I might even have to turn the pages for you even. Yep, I might not even trust you to do that much. Yeah. I'm all protective over the book. It's true, you know it is. And The Kid's Guide to President Trump is a great book by Mike Huckabee.
Bibles. We were called garbage. But who we are American citizens. We are proud American citizens. And once again, we will be respected by the President of the United States. So tomorrow, for those who have already voted, I thank you.
Do you know how crazy that sounds? Tomorrow. Holy macaroni. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Did you see I posted the Lord's Prayer today? Yep, it's true, no it is. Maybe we should be in prayer and intercession. Yeah, we should be probably interceding right about now. We should be non-ceasing in prayer and intercession. Pleading with God to please. Please, 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 God. My God, my God. We will win. This is not optional. Look, Trump has a dream team together. He's pro-life, pro-American, okay? Anti-taxes, anti-government, pro-health, pro-preserving our kids, and just pro-American, okay? Jeez. Hey, there's nothing in the Constitution that, well, it did say we have to, that they can tax our incomes. But that has to be controlled too. They're out of control with that bullshit. Too much taxes are taken out. And also, we need to look in the Constitution for property taxes. Is that even included in there? Because if it isn't, that's it. That's it. We have to do away with it. If it's not in the Constitution, it does not exist. Period. Yeah. And did they make any amendments to the Constitution to make it legal for them to even tax us on our property taxes? Because if they didn't do that, they didn't go through the proper procedures to add an amendment to the Constitution. Okay? Because amendments are just exceptions, or, it's an amendment. They're like, oh, we're going to need to change this. Why? That's why crap has gone sideways as much as it has, because they keep trying to change everything. Other than the Bill of Rights and the amendments, which there are already 27 of them. Isn't there? Is there 27 or 37? 27, I'm sure. There's already been enough change to the Constitution. Okay? It's getting out of hand now to where they're completely ignoring the Constitution altogether and not even complying by the laws therein at all whatsoever. and how everybody's letting them get away with it. It's really California making me mad.
For those who haven't voted,
Damn, we'll stop
cast
them.
that vote. Allow us to return to the freedoms that we
And look,
had
15K watching. 60K.
Very
60K.
important position on that
We are
ballot.
so far behind. We better catch up. Trump's already probably spoke by now. We're going to go through these speakers quickly.
Well, let's do a little stroll down memory lane. You remember when gas was under $2 a gallon?
Yes, we do. So let's see who else is speaking next. Okay, because I don't want to miss too much of what's happening.
And I often get asked, Mike, what was it like? Right, the Washington Post described me as the most loyal cabinet member to Donald J. Trump. I had to remind the president that they did not mean that as a compliment. They asked me, what was it like to serve for President Trump? And I told them, and I've told everyone hundreds of times in these 3.5 years, it was the greatest privilege that Mike Pompeo could ever have.
Doesn't even look like him.
It was a privilege because...
My God, no wonder I didn't recognize him. It does not look like him. I'm like, who is this guy? I have to rewind it to make sure. Is this really who it is? Wait. I have to... Well, if I mute it, then I won't hear his name. But hold on, I'll do this. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage former United States Secretary of State.
It is
Mike Pompeo.
See, it is him. Incredible. It doesn't even look like himself. What happened to him? He's not sick or something, is he? Why is he so skinny? Something's going on with that. I always pick up on people's health issues sometimes. I don't know. Check out your pancreas or something maybe. Or, what is it?
Good evening, Pennsylvania. It is great to be with you all. Bless you for being out here tonight. Bless you for supporting. Bless you for supporting Donald J. Trump.
What's that word? Forgot.
You know, these last 3.5 years have been...
You know that condition that gives you puffy eyes and stuff like that? Hi, Linda.
We watched them break so much.
I'm California tripping out.
And I often get asked, Mike, what was...
Look, we're 24 hours away, Linda. Did you hear about the Dems? They hired like 15,000 thyroid. Thank you. Yes, Linda, you know exactly what I'm thinking. Did you hear the Dems? They hired 5,000 freaking lawyers. .com. Can you believe it either? What is 5,000 lawyers going to do when they're the ones cheating?
Mike Pompeo could ever have.
Or did they hire 5,000 lawyers so that they'd be able to cheat? That's what I think is more like it. Face it. Trump might break that mic when he comes out because he's been complaining about the microphones. He's like, do not pay the bill.
It was a privilege because we had peace.
I haven't heard nothing.
Prosperity.
Been at work. Oh, yeah, I know, Linda. I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you the news.
Indeed, had they done so, I would have been the former Secretary of State, and rightly so. We understood that peace mattered, that wars were bad, and that our servicemen and women deserved leaders who our adversaries feared and our friends trusted. And it kept you safe. It kept me and my family safe. It made America first again.
Is it me or does it seem like the mic is fading in and out? Trump is going to break that thing today.
I was proud to be a part of President Trump's.
And I could tell he was a little bit under the weather too this morning at his first rally. Well, not this morning, yesterday. Yeah, because he's been doing so many rallies, I lose track. But so right now there's 62K watching. Maybe somebody can check and see how much coverage Camel is getting.
Team, I talk to him every day.
I could check.
Years. First as CIA director, and then as Secretary of State.
You missed it. I was reading the Constitution, Linda.
We understood the greatness of this nation, and we never once apologized
Wait.
for the United States of America. Not once.
Oh, so did you guys see
President Trump's
CNY?
gonna secure our southern border. We will.
Did you guys see CNY Kylie Rodney's story today? The premiere? I don't know. There's a lot of hints that was dropped that I don't agree with, but whatever. It's whatever. At least it was it was respectful. At least it's all cool. You know how it is. I always watch everybody like a hawk, you know what I mean? So anything sideways, but no. Literally, no. Lindsay had no idea or involvement in Kylie Rodney's demise. Need to finish it? All right. And also, people need to stop implying Jagger. Leave him be. Or he'll never be able to recover from this. Not that he would be able to recover from it, because I don't think I'll recover from it, and I never even met Kylie. I'm wrecked over it for the rest of my life. You know? And then the way that they treated the case made it even worse. It is like a double whammy, being kicked in the guts over and over again, just disgustedness. 63K watching. Mike Pompeo, wow.
Bring peace back to the world. We will take down the ring of fire. We will support our friends in Israel, but he's going to need help to do that.
See, the microphone keeps fading in and out. It's not. Trump is going to break that thing. I can't wait to see him.
President Trump will need help to do that.
Yes.
And you in Pennsylvania have the chance to send that help. I've known Dave McCormick for 40 years, since we were cadets at West Point when I was a much
Cast
younger man.
your votes.
And when I think of Dave McCormick, who will be the next...
My God, it's Monday, November 4th? My God, it's Monday, November 4th. We're wrecked.
About what our founders believed.
We're darn well
Men and
wrecked.
women who shaped our Constitution and who believed so deeply in American greatness.
We're wrecked, waiting for
They
them
were
to be
thinking
wrecked.
about people
Yeah.
Just like Dave.
I'm wrecked, waiting for them to be wrecked, because face it, tomorrow they're going to lose it. They're going to lose their damn freaking crap tomorrow, bro. They're going to lose it so much.
Served in our military.
Yeah, they're trying to say otherwise. They're trying to say Nevada's. And you know what I don't like too? When I look down and all of California is blue, as if that's even a true statement. You know what I mean? If they really were to measure it, California would be way more red and purple than blue by far. I guarantee you. Just because everybody's done this in the past doesn't mean that they're going to continue to do it in the future. You see how many Democrats are coming over and saying, I'm a Republican now. Yeah, Jack. They have common sense.
They were thinking about people who had run businesses and taken risks and grown our economy and created thousands of jobs.
Hopefully my headache will fade. Bounce, 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 bounce.
Who knew who they were, and who, unlike Bob Casey, would actually do something that mattered to you and to your family. Dave will do that, I promise you.
Someone stole your neighbor's Trump sign off their
Dave is a
80
warrior.
acres.
He has been a warrior.
My kid is going to
As
put up a new one
Pennsylvania's
and
he will be a warrior
booby
for
trap
you
it. God,
and
that'll be
President
funny.
Trump. And America will be great again. May I welcome to the stage your next senator and my dear friend, Dave McCormick.
Hey, come on my property and take my Trump sign. Psh, bro, that's not a good thing. You might get chased, with a broomstick or something. Literally. I'd be chasing them away with I'd get the water hose going on them. Yep, and my water hose is over 100 feet. I'd be chasing them with it. Flat out. Don't touch my signs, dude, bro. There's this funny freaking ad.
Thank you.
Oh, this guy's on fire.
Man, I am so glad to see you here in my hometown of Pittsburgh. You know, Mike and I went to West Point. You know, we had a lot in common. He was first in his class, and I was 501st. I want to ask you a question before we get started.
I got that.
Who's ready to put Donald J. Trump back in the White House and fire Joe Biden and Kamala Harris?
Yes!
Get these guys out of here.
You're fired,
They're
tell
killing
him.
us.
Yeah.
And who is ready to retire Bob Casey and send Chuck Schumer packing?
Yeah. Send Chuck Schumer packing, all right.
We got to do it.
He's overdue
We
for
got
it.
to do it. You know, ever since
Linda,
I can
right in her
remember,
room.
I've had politicians say,
Well, I wouldn't
"This
say
is the
that,
most
Linda.
important election of your life."
Definitely
We've heard
not.
it. We've all heard it many times. But I want to tell you, this is the most important election of your life.
You can't steer it.
Just think about it. Can
There's
you
no way to
think of a
steer
time
it.
where the consequences
Oh
of
my
getting
God.
it wrong were so terrible? Can you think of a time where America was teetering on the edge of the cliff?
The
And
precipice.
if we put
The
wrong
title
leaders
of this
in place,
live
we're
is The
gonna Go over
Precipice.
the cliff, and we're going to wake up one morning.
The precipice.
We're
We're
not
at
going
the
to recognize
precipice.
the America we love, the America we want for our children. This is the most important election of our lifetime. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here.
We're literally at the precipice of no return. Yeah. As in, like, the abyss. Literally.
And you know, the choice in front of us could not be more clear.
Yeah, more
It couldn't be
clear.
more clear.
As
The
in
choice
common
at the
sense
top of the
logic.
ticket is
All right,
between
I'll ride
strength.
on a broom if Linda wants
The
me
guy
to.
you saw in Butler saying, fight, fight, fight.
Yeah. Did you see my Trump book, Linda? Did you get to see my
And the
Trump book
weakness,
arrived?
The
Look.
disgraceful weakness of Biden, Harris, and I'll throw in Bob Casey.
Yeah, I'll throw in
Adversaries
Bob
around
Casey
the world
too.
are testing us. They're challenging us. They think America.
Throw in Nancy Pelosi. Get rid of her somehow.
America now, we need a change.
Ship her off to another country, will you? Her and Liz Cheney both, and Michelle Obama
But it's
too.
not just leadership.
Ship them off
It's
somewhere, will
common
you?
sense. President Trump will do common
Yeah,
sense
we should
things.
expel
It's
them.
common
If
sense
they're
that
traitors, we
can't
should
spend
expel
$5
them from
trillion
the United
and
States of
not
America.
get huge inflation, skyrocketing prices that are killing working
Look
men.
at my Save America book, Linda.
Common sense. You can't have a wide open border.
Look how
It's
thick it
letting
is.
Billions of illegal immigrants come into our country.
It's magnificent, huh?
Criminals, murderers, rapists.
Yes, so
People on the
beautiful.
terrorist watch list. People carrying fentanyl. That's common sense.
So beautiful, my book.
It's common sense that if you
Yeah,
have the
so
fourth
beautiful.
largest natural gas reserves in the world, right here under
It's
our feet
common
in Pennsylvania,
sense.
you gotta drill it, you gotta frack it,
Drill, baby,
you
drill.
gotta put in pipelines, and you gotta share it with the world.
Yeah, and don't listen to the Democrats, because they're trying to wreck things. Look, they're not
And it's
good at
common
anything
sense.
but wrecking
It's
things.
common sense that if you want peace, if you don't want the bullies on the playground pushing us around, you gotta be strong. And the only way to have peace is strength. That's common sense.
Peace through strength.
And in Kamala Harris,
Yeah,
you
camel,
have
camel.
the weak, liberal, extreme agenda.
Oh
Don't
God.
believe me. In her own words.
Oh
In her
God.
own words, she wants to ban fracking and transition energy workers.
Look, if for some reason something weird happened, and
In her
God
own
forbid,
words, she
okay?
wants to give citizenship
Like,
to
I'll
illegal
be-
immigrants and make sure they
I
get
might be
federal
tempted to
benefits.
go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge over this. We're
In
less
her
than
own
24
words,
hours
she wants
away.
mandatory buybacks of your guns.
My God, mandatory? That's against the
In
Constitution.
her own words, she wants to defund the police.
She's hilarious.
And in her own words, and this is the one that really ticks off my friends from Bloomsburg, where I grew up,
That's a good
she
one.
wants to reduce your red meat consumption.
Oh, that's a
Come
great
on.
one. That's really gonna work,
That's
okay?
not going to fly in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, like look it. You can't eat beef. Tell yourself. That's never gonna fly. Just that alone's gonna create a civil you know what. Civil you know what. Okay? Yeah, we'll have a civil you know what over them trying to control our
And
beef
here you have
consumption.
another choice. It's a choice between change and the status quo. It's a choice between a seventh-generation Pennsylvanian, was born in Washington County, someone who played football and wrestled. In the summers, baled hay, trimmed Christmas trees. Busboy, paperboy. Went to West Point where I wrestled. Ranger School, 82nd Airborne Division, combat tour in Iraq.
Thank you,
And a
sir, for your
successful business
service.
guy. That's what I represent. I represent change.
Amen. Yeah, and she's
I'm
trying to
running.
promote change. What kind
I'm
of change?
running against a career
Look.
politician.
She's trying to say that she's running on change and women's freaking rights to their own body. But guess what? What change? She doesn't even as much as change her necklace or her earrings. And hasn't done so for 14 years. Yeah, she probably wears the same underwear too for as long as that. Just saying. Look, notice, look at all the videos of her. And all through history and time. She'll have the same necklace. Well, she changed her necklace because I think the old one broke. The other one used to have bigger pearls. But either way, it's the same pearl necklace and the same earrings every single time she's televised. Every time.
30 years in elected office. When he was first elected, the Macarena was the #1 song on the charts.
Oh, Macarena.
He has not done anything. When the bullets start flying, he ducks. And he votes 98.6% of the time with the liberal extreme Biden-Harris agenda.
Huh?
And you know what really ticks me off? Someone said to me the other day, they said, "Are you running for the Casey seat?"
What?
I said, "Hell no, I'm not running for the Casey seat. He's not entitled to this seat because his dad was the governor. He's not entitled because he's been there 18 years. He has to fight every day to represent Pennsylvania. He has to fight every election to have the honor to represent Pennsylvania. This isn't Casey's seat. This is the people's seat." And the people of our great Commonwealth deserve better than Bob Casey.
Yes, ship them off to Alcatraz too. And Nancy Pelosi and Michelle Obama.
So important. That
Look, we can assemble their own little dream team, huh?
hours is so important.
Listen, this is Trump's dream team. Ready? Bobby Kennedy, Trump Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Tucker Carlson. Okay, then you have their nightmare team. Nancy Pelosi, Liz Cheney, AOC, and whoever else is. And throw in rat skin too. Put in rat skin. I don't like that guy. He's going to try to prevent my president from being certified as the next president of the United States of America. Yeah, we need to get rid of rat skin. Send him off to Alcatraz too. That's the best scenario for everybody's greater good of mankind. Just telling you. Yeah, definitely ship him off to Alcatraz too.
Right? I wrestled in college. I wasn't the best wrestler.
Okay, but we're going to speed it up because we're going to miss Trump otherwise, and he's probably already been there and gone by now. Know how long I take to do things. Okay, wait. What are we doing? Oh, wait, who's this? Sarah Huckabees. I love her. I got to hear her for sure. Thunderstruck. Here she comes. That's my girl. That's right. He loves her. Trump loves her.
Good evening. Who is ready to see Donald Trump be back in the White House after tomorrow night?
There's never been anything in history like
To
this.
be on this stage
All right, Linda.
with America's favorite president.
Donald J. Trump.
You know, when President Trump asked me to be the White House press secretary, I was the very first mom to ever hold that job, and only the third woman. And when the left was relentlessly attacking me, kicking my family out of a restaurant, telling me I was unfit to be a mother, calling me vile, not even human. It was Donald Trump who stood up for me, defended me, and that's exactly what he does for every single one of us every single day. The left loves to talk about empowering women.
They're
but
liars.
They can't even tell you what a woman is.
They're liars.
But Donald Trump is not only empowering women, he is empowering every single American to live their best life and do it right here in the greatest country on the face of the planet. He cares about our country. He loves America.
Yep.
This is somebody who took a bullet, got back up, and has never stopped fighting and never will.
Yep, and never will. Never. Never in a million years will he stop.
I think God saved Donald Trump because he's not finished with him yet. And America needs him now more than ever.
Yeah, now more than ever.
During the 2.5 years that I served
that crazy
as the
Mike.
White House press secretary,
That Mike is just like Nancy Pelosi, crazy as a bedbug.
No trip more memorable than December 25th of 2018. When I had the chance to travel on Christmas night with the president on a trip unlike anything we'd ever done before. We boarded Air Force One in total darkness. No lights on the plane, no lights on the runway. And 12.5 hours later, when we touched down in the war-torn part of Western Iraq, it was again a similar scene. No lights on the plane, no lights on the runway. The only light you could see was coming from about a mile away of where we had landed. You see, there was light coming from that location because hundreds of troops had packed into a small dining hall. They had absolutely no idea that the President of the United States was about to step into that room. And when he, a sight and a scene and a sound unlike any other unfolded. You had men and women from every part of the country, every race, every religion, every political party, every demographic you can imagine represented in that room. But in that moment, in one perfect voice, in total unity, they chanted over and over and over again, USA, USA, USA. It was an absolutely perfect picture of what makes America so incredible. You have people willing to put everything on the line so that we could live free in the greatest country the world has ever seen. And we have a president that understands it and is willing to fight to protect it. The reason America is the greatest country the world has ever known is because we're the freest country that the world has ever known. And we need a president who will stand up for that and make sure we have the ability to protect that freedom, preserve that freedom, and pass it on to the next generation. And that is exactly what Donald Trump will do every single day. But he needs your help to get there. We have to send a strong, clear message. And you can do that by voting for Donald Trump and sending him back to the White House, and that has to happen right here. America needs Donald Trump in the White House, and no pressure, but we're counting on you to send him there. Thank you so much for being here tonight. God bless you, and God bless our great country.
This is unbelievable. Yeah, we're living in amazing times. Think of it. Yeah, we're living in incredible times. Think of it. Yeah, incredible times. Okay. Okay. Close. Who's coming out now? We're waiting. Why doesn't somebody file motions? Okay? They literally can't do what they do. Who is that? Is that Tulsi? Yes, it's her. I love Tulsi Gabbard. I love her.
Thank you so much. Here we are. The night before the most important election of our lives.
Yep, in history.
There's no place else I'd rather be.
In
than here
history.
with you, standing proud to support the President of the United States, who is fighting for the people, who is fighting for peace, and who has in his heart putting America first.
First, not last. Black America. Trump,
You know,
thank
the
you.
most
Yes, God
important
bless
quality that
you.
I look for in any elected leader, but especially the President of
Yeah.
the United States, is someone who
Trump.
wakes up every single day
Obviously.
asking himself, what can I do for the American people?
Isn't he so great?
I just spent the first half of the day before I came here in Western North Carolina, and we went through different areas in Asheville and the surrounding
That'd be a crack
communities
up if they ran
where
into
people
Hillary
are still suffering
Hillary.
and struggling.
They
in
ran
the
into
wake of
Kamala's
Hurricane
crowd.
Helene. And I was moved almost to tears many times as people shared with me their stories of loss, the funerals that they are going to for
Oh
their
my
loved
gosh.
ones who were killed in that disaster.
That's terrible.
There was a firefighter that gave me this bracelet with tears in his eyes in memory of his battalion chief, Tony Garrison, whose end of watch was on September 27, 2024, because he went out to save someone's life and brought them back. He heard that there was someone else who needed help, went out, rescued them, and brought them back. They said, my parents are still out there, please go and help them. He went out to find them
And lost his life.
and never came back. On the bottom of this black bracelet, it says, greater love has no one than this.
Yes.
That a person
To
will
give
lay
your
down
life
his
for
life
someone else.
For his friends.
Yep.
We have a president in Donald Trump who's willing to lay down his life for us.
They better stop trying to take out my
It
president.
meant the world to the people in Western North
California
Carolina
making
that he
me mad.
showed up there for them. It meant the world to people in different parts of the country, like East Palestine, Ohio, when he showed up for them.
Stop harassing my people.
That's
Just
the difference
stop doing it.
between President Trump and Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Anyone who has spent a moment with President Trump understands how much he cares
Yep.
about the people.
Yep.
How much he cares about us. I can tell you as a soldier, someone who's been deployed multiple times to different war zones, someone who proudly wears the uniform, he cares about our men and women in uniform.
Tulsi's badass, basic, okay? I'm just telling you.
He is committed to ending wars, not starting them.
Yeah.
He is committed to truly bringing about peace and having the courage and the strength to stand up against the warmongers in Washington.
Yeah.
Our choice in this election and the victory we need to deliver for President Trump tomorrow
My God,
is
tomorrow.
the choice between Kamala Harris and 4 more years of tyranny, poverty, and war, and more war.
No, thank you.
Or in President Trump, someone who will stand up and defend our freedom and
Yes.
put us back on that path towards peace and prosperity.
Thank you.
Let's deliver that victory for Donald Trump tomorrow.
If you
Send
don't-
him back to the White House.
if
where
you
we
don't
can
mind.
all join him to make America great again.
Yeah, if you
Thank
don't
you
mind.
all so much for your love of our country. Thank you for defending freedom. Let's make it happen.
Hey, tomorrow, My God. My God. You mean the time is now? Time is up? No way. Who's coming up next? Wait, are we alone? Yep, I cannot have an alcoholic beverage. That won't help my headache. Where's he going now, I wonder? You're going now? Again? Who is it? Can't even tell who it is. Who is it?
J. Trump, what a gift to have such intelligent, strong women on the campaign. And I say that very intentionally after what Mark Cuban had said about the women that President Trump surrounds himself with on a regular basis.
Who is that, Laura Trump?
Himself among some of the strongest women in America, including the women of his own family. Like
oh, no,
Melania.
that's the host. That makes sense. That's the host. Hey, tomorrow's going to be crazy, huh? Tomorrow, just think of it. I do not support Trump's decision to not provide medical support to illegal immigrants who remain in the country only for HIV treatment, but I will vote for Trump. Well, we appreciate your vote and you're doing the right thing, and thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. And I don't think that, well, because Trump is trying to preserve and protect America. Doing what hit in his consciousness is the right thing to do for America. Right? Because everyone knows Trump has a soft heart. Like, he won't deny anyone of anything if they need it. It's the way he is. He's great. Right? In his heart and in himself, he's really truly great. Like, he's not at all what they try to say and make him out to be. It's just because, like, they try to make Trump like this unlikable guy, but that's just not true. Everybody that meets him ends up loving him because he loves them. And it's hard to not like somebody that likes you, you know? When someone's nice to you, it's pretty hard to like be mean to them or not like them without a reason too, you know? They literally have no reason. And for all the faults that Trump has, he's still the best option we have. He's not perfect, like no one else is perfect, but Kamala, she's too imperfect for my liking.
They're wearing their garbage.
She just is. She's not good for anything, in my opinion. Well, she has 0 votes. How could she be running it when she has 0 votes? They're breaking the Constitution by putting her on the ballot box and by putting her in there in the first place. Psh. That is so disgraceful. It is. Face it. There's literally no other way to put it. They break the Constitution every single day. And they think nothing of it. Notice that? It's like nothing to them. At all. We can fast forward. I forgot we can do that. Wait, who's this? Oh, it's Donald Trump. He's coming out now. There he is. There he is. And he's respectful. Like when he comes out in front of the crowd, he's not in a hurry to get to this microphone. You know what I mean? He like takes his time and makes several stops and looks at the people. You know, makes them feel like he's there with them. I don't know. There's no other options is all. And even if there were other options, I'd still choose Trump anyways. Just because. Regardless of, it'd still be him. Either way. We don't have any other options. Look, it's almost dark outside. Fascinating.
This is fantastic.
This is fantastic.
Special hello to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And Pennsylvania. I went to school in Pennsylvania. I know everything about Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I love Pennsylvania. I'm thrilled to be back in this incredible, and it is incredible. Is it incredible? This incredible Commonwealth with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots and hard hats.
That's right.
People have no idea how smart they are.
That's right.
These are great people, let me tell you. I love them. I'd like to begin by asking a very, very simple and easy to understand question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago?
Oh, wait.
Does anybody disagree?
The title came out wrong. I'll have to fix it.
But over the past 4 years, Americans have suffered one catastrophic failure, betrayal, and humiliation after another.
Yep, one
Kamala
after another.
Harris has delivered soaring prices and economic anguish at home, war and chaos abroad, and nation-destroying invasion on our southern border like nobody's ever seen before. She's actually a disaster.
You can tell by his
My
voice.
message
He's like,
tonight is simple.
he's a little
We
bit
do
under the
not
weather.
have to live this way. We don't.
Yeah, we do not.
And we won't. We won't.
Thank you.
We do not have to settle for weakness, incompetence, decline, and decay. With your vote tomorrow, we can fix every single problem our country faces and lead America, and indeed the whole world, to new heights of glory. It will help the world. A lot of people think we're isolationists. We're not. But we want the world to appreciate what we're doing. They have to appreciate.
So people that fill out their packets for the voting packet and they drop it off at the boxes or whatever, how can they ensure that those their ballots are counted, or like that they go through? There's a process for that? Because if you do it in person, that's just all in person.
That we're helping them. When we win election,
But some people
only
fill
one
out the
day
packet
will
and then they
succeed.
drop it off.
1 day from now. We've been waiting for 4 years for this. 4 years.
Yep, 4 long,
Right? Just look at all
4
these
long drawn out
Look at all these
years.
senators and congressmen.
And for 2 of those years,
We've been waiting 4 years. Oh,
we want justice for Kylie Rodney.
only 1 year from now.
And we best
Only
get it.
6 months from now. 6 months. 6 months. Even when I said only 10 days. It's
Regardless of, we better get it.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of criminals coming across our border, and we will stop it rapidly.
As in, how many hours from now?
I will strengthen our military.
5.
And as you know, we totally rebuilt our military.
In 7 hours, it'll be it. Will be tomorrow. In 7 hours, it'll be tomorrow.
Figure that one out. I will restore peace in the world, and I will rescue the American dream. Together we will begin the 4 greatest years
in the history of our country.
We will launch the most extraordinary economic boom the world has ever seen.
Yeah, that the world has ever seen.
Utilizing the assets.
Think of it.
If you vote for
Kamala,
you will have 4 more years of misery, failure, and disaster. Our country may never recover.
Hey, they complain about how we say her name, but her own people call her Kamala. Tomorrow, tomorrow, it's only a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. That's true. That's so true, Linda.
Vote.
Whoa, leaping lizards. Annie used to say that, you know, she did. She'd say leaping lizards. Yeah, and I love saying that. Right? Leaping lizards. Dumb dog, why are you following me? I have nothing to feed you, so how about letting me be? Yeah.
For me, and I will deliver rising wages, soaring and a colossal surge.
She used to sing that song to the dog, remember? Dumb dog, why are you following me? I have nothing to feed you, so how about letting me be? And she'd say, leaping lizards.
Of jobs, wealth, and opportunity for Americans of every race,
color,
religion,
color, and creed.
Every one of them.
Thank you, Donald Trump. I love him. God, I want to just reach in through the screen and squeeze him and kiss him and hug him and make him my very own, huh, Linda? Yeah. Shh. Daddy might hear me.
Your groceries will be cheaper. So many people mention, I go in, so many people mention groceries at beautiful but
people want bacon at $6, not 15.
You don't think of it that way, but that's what
I mean, $6 at least. Freaking, come on, $5.
Your paychecks will be higher. Your streets will be safer and cleaner.
Isn't pork supposed to be like the cheapest meat?
And your future will be brighter than ever before.
Yeah, brighter than ever before. Yep.
This will be the golden age of America.
Yeah, the golden age of America.
Just a few months ago, in a beautiful field in Pennsylvania, not far from where we are tonight, an assassin tried to stop our movement.
Yeah, that idiot.
And this is the greatest
chart
political movement by far.
Where's the chart? Where's the chart?
Tried to stop it. But that brush with death did not stop us. It only made us more determined to finish the job that we had only just started. Thank you. Thank you.
Fight, fight, fight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
This is a frisky group.
A frisky group.
Many people say that God saved me in order to save America.
Yeah, in order to save America. There, now the angels will be facing you, Linda.
Extraordinary mission together. We're going to fulfill, we're going to save our country. But many, many people have said that. To every citizen across this land, I am asking for the honor of your vote. I don't want your money. I don't want anything. I just want your vote. We are on the 5-yard line. I would actually say we're on the 1-yard line if you want to really know. And some of the, oh, that's a lot of fake news back there.
There's a lot of fake news.
You know, for a person that they hate, they sure do show up, right?
Yeah.
That's a big group of people.
What do they all even want? To
Some
film
are
them.
actually good, and some are just absolutely
To
terrible.
film them so they can make money off of them. Duh.
All right, thank you for being here. It shows that ratings are more important than hatred. I've always said that. As your president, I will fight for you every single day with every breath in my body. I will fight. Together we will save this country. We will defeat the corrupt system in Washington, and America's future will be an absolutely incredible one. That's what it is.
Yeah, incredible.
But we got to start immediately. It can't wait any longer. It's not going to be possible. This is all you really need to know. It's simple, not particularly beautiful as a statement, but very simple. It's
You seen that I didn't even
Kamala
play.
broke it. I will fix it.
I don't let the music play for a couple seconds, so they better not do anything in my video. They're trying to quiet the MAGA movement. USA, USA, USA. US.
And I don't know if you know, but Kamala has a little rally going on. And when I say little, I mean little.
Yeah, and I mean
It's
little.
a competing rally. It's not this giant place that's sold out. What a beautiful, this is a beautiful place. But,
Jam-packed.
and it's quite embarrassing. It's all over the internet. She's screaming, and the people, it's about 100 people. They're not moving. They just want to go home, just be done. It's not quite this.
That's right.
You see the front row?
There's
Have a lot
nothing
of
like a
front
Trump
row
rally.
Joes. We have more front row Joes here than she's got at her big
Front row
rally. She's
Joes.
a big one. No, it's a whole row.
Isn't he
She tried
great?
to get stars to come in. They wouldn't do it, actually.
He's so great.
Beyonce. No.
And what about tonight? Lady Goo Goo. Lady Poo Poo is there.
Beyonce would come in. Everyone's expecting a couple of songs.
Nope, it didn't happen.
And there were no songs. There was no happiness. It's just like,
Bye-bye.
give me my check. I want to get out of here.
She gets paid in baby oil.
But you always put the star. She should have learned this from Crooked Hillary.
Yeah, she gets paid in
Always
baby
put
oil.
the star after you. That way the people stay. Finish your speech.
Damn
Let
witch.
the star. And even if she doesn't sing, they booed like hell. But the press didn't play that. They booed both of them the hell out of the stadium. But you know what? Even though the act was terrible, it's like by that time you're out of the building, like Elvis had left the building. Elvis has left the building. Now it's terrible. They obviously forgot to get a star tonight, but we don't need a star. We don't need stars. I need a star.
I have to figure out what's wrong with this thing. Vote, vote. Trump, Trump, Trump.
We don't need a star. Just to bring it back into seriousness, we don't need a star because we have policy. We have great policy. We have great policy.
Crooked Kamala. Lying
And
Kamala.
we do have great policy. Look,
She
we have
lies like
horrible policy.
a rug.
They've got a machine that's incredible. They've got a
And she's
vicious,
crazier than a bedbug,
horrible,
too.
horrible group of people.
Just
a
like
machine
Nancy
Where
Pelosi.
they can have open borders and let people pour into the country.
Yeah.
They can have transgender operations at any age, anytime you want.
How?
They can be pushed.
How? How are they funding this? They plan on funding all of this? They do? She should just invite him over to her house. It's true, no, it is. trying to see why this thing doesn't work. It refuses to work. But plus, we have to pause every now and then anyways. Or they might try to jack us up. I guess I have to care. Even if I don't want to, I have to. Okay. What is my president speaking of?
Men playing in women's sports.
No way. They're crazy if they think that.
Because she's just a vessel, and Joe Biden is just a vessel. It's a group of very powerful.
They're trying to keep Biden,
probably people that hate
Obama in charge.
Our country.
That crooked,
Somebody said,
freaking no
they
good,
don't.
you know what?
It's embarrassing when I
Does
see
everybody
people-
know that Obama was born in Kenya?
Can you imagine saying
Yeah,
that?
Obama was born in
They'd
Kenya.
say, "This
Definitely
guy's
not lying.
This guy's crazy. Who the
Yeah,
hell's gonna
definitely
men
not
play?
lying.
You see the Olympic boxing where two people who transition, they transition
I hope
from men
this
to women.
doesn't get my head hurting more.
That was the end of that one. You know, a jab, for those who don't know about, that's just sort of like a defensive punch. Being and the young lady who was a champion walked back to the court. She was from Italy, beautiful young lady, which I'm not allowed to say. You can't say beautiful, so I'll take beautiful. But she was a beautiful young. In politics, you're not allowed to call a woman beautiful anymore. It's the end of your career.
That's crazy.
So please delete the word beautiful. Thank you very much. Well, 60 Minutes deleted the whole damn answer. So I'm allowed to do that, aren't I, Susan Wiles? But America will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than ever before. Tomorrow you have to stand up and tell Kamala that you've had enough, you can't take it anymore. She's the least talented person we've ever seen in government. She allowed our borders to be open.
She's a border.
She's allowed bad
She's a
things to
cartel
happen.
agent.
She allowed a man who was grossly incompetent to remain in the most important position of any country in the world when they're talking nuclear weapons and they're talking wars. And she still says, oh no, I didn't notice anything wrong. If she didn't notice anything wrong, then she's got a bigger problem than he has. So we don't like it, Kamala. We don't like what you've done.
You're
The
fired.
worst vice president in history. He's the worst president in history. Kamala,
You're fired.
Get out. Get out. You're fired.
When the live ends, I'll fix it. When the live ends, I'll fix the title. After, I can't fix it right
See,
now.
I consider all those guys back there with the big muscles, and it's not my thing, but I consider them really beautiful to me. They're beautiful people, and they are productive people. They make our country work and run. They built our country, they did. And then you had stupid politicians that let them down.
Yeah,
And
stupid.
those companies got taken out of Pittsburgh and every place else. Like you take candy away from a baby.
Yeah, that's why
Now we
they're
have
fired.
The exact opposite. If we win Pennsylvania, we will win the whole thing. It's very simple.
Very simple, yeah.
And I do believe it is. So you have to. I do believe it is too big to rig. I think it's too big to rig.
Yeah, too big to rig
They'll
is right.
try. And they are trying, you know, though. It's
She
too
hired
big to rig.
5,000
This is a big
lawyers.
movement. This is, you know.
Not 500, not 50, not 500, but 5,000.
We did much better in 2020, but a lot of bad things happened.
What does she
Turned
need
out to be a
5,000
brilliant
lawyers?
Candidate from his basement that nobody ever heard. No, this is that big, powerful, vicious part of them. No, it's a vicious machine. I mean, they can take all these bad ideas and win elections. It's like there's only way you can do that. One way. There's only one way. But you know what it did teach us? In one way, it was good because it taught us how bad a communist philosophy is, how bad a Marxist philosophy, how bad all of this
Yeah,
stuff
bad
is.
is right.
And we'll really be able to get our country back the way it should be. It's much easier because you're going to realize how bad it is. It's just what's happening when we go over the economy and the economic numbers over the last week.
They wrecked
It's
everything.
Herbert Hoover stuff, and I never wanted to be Herbert Hoover. Let me just tell you, the one president I didn't, and there was something I wouldn't want to either, but in particular because I'm very good at business. I've always been good at business. They're starting to realize that those guys back, they wanted me to be bad, so bad. But now they're saying, this guy's...
He's not complaining about the microphone. What's going on? He's supposed to be complaining about the microphone. It's true, no, it is. I guess I won't dab, because that won't help my headache.
Man, he's made a lot.
We can't dab.
But listen, so, and if I'm not good enough, Elon Musk is good enough because he is working so hard. Elon with that rocket. Think of that rocket 2 weeks ago coming down and those engines are blasting. And I said, man, a few days ago it left. It was a beautiful...
But I want to get to the ending.
Said they weren't crazy. Unleash an army of gangs and... But they're allowing people to come in from... of viciousness is unexcelled. God works faster, Megan, than anybody else I can imagine. Huh? So we only need God for 1 second. He'll do the job. He'll do the job and he'll be gone.
God's busy.
You'd see we win a lot of these.
God's not going
California sends out 30
God's not doing
guys.
that.
They
Calm.
send them out all over the place. They come back. Nobody knows what the hell is happening. Some people get 8 ballots. Some people get 5. And some
Tell me
people
in
get
private,
3.
okay.
And I went to California. We had a rally. We had 107,000 people show up. I said, "There's no way I would lose." And I do well with Hispanics. I just got.
Okay, something's effed up, according to Linda.
56% with Hispanics, compared to this woman who was at 36%. How about that?
Yeah, she's losing big. Told you she might as well just pack it up and go
I think the
home.
Green Party got more than she did.
As into San Francisco.
I love the Green Party. Jill Stein, this may be one of, I never met her, but she may be one of my favorite politicians. But it will soon be, think of it, we're an occupied country, but it will soon be an occupied country.
No more.
It's not going to be an occupied country. November 5th, 2024 will be Liberation Day in America.
Holy shit, that's tomorrow.
On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program of criminals in the history of our country.
Holy shit. November 5th is here. We are wrecked.
And I don't want to do that. I'm not looking to do that. I don't want to. I think it's terrible to do, but we have no choice. These are murderers. 13,099 put out by the Border Patrol, who, by the way, 2 weeks ago gave me the best endorsement you've ever had. They said I'm the greatest president in American history.
Yeah, in the
And I
history.
said, does that include George Washington and Abraham Lincoln? Yes, sir, it does. When they say that, they're all in, right? Better than Lincoln or Washington. Who would have thought? I wonder what my parents say up there. My mom did. I know my mother's up there. My father's a little bit. It's in dispute. He would be up there. He was a strong guy, but he was a good guy. But I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered. Can you imagine?
Yeah, invaded and conquered is right, because of Camola.
Nations without the uniforms. That's all.
Camella.
And we will put the vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail or kick them the hell out of our country as fast as we can. And to expedite removals of the Tren-de Aragua gang and the MS-13 gangs, equally as vicious. You know, MS-13 took 2 beautiful teenage girls walking to school in Long Island for some reason. We took them out by the thousands. ICE. She wants to defund ICE. ICE, they're tough as hell, and they're also people that love our country. They took 2 young girls and they sliced them into pieces as they were walking. They sliced them into, they didn't shoot them because that's too quick. They sliced them up and left them dead. 2 young, beautiful girls walking to school. And ICE did their business. ICE went in and took care of them. But can you imagine? And now she wants to defund ICE. Let's defund ICE. No, these are rough people. These are bad people. I will invoke, and this is how far we had to go.
1798.
Those days they didn't play games. I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. And if they come back into our country, it's an automatic 10 years in jail with no possibility of parole. And I am hereby calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer. Right? And I will ban all sanctuary cities in the United States of America. And I am going to immediately do something that nobody's ever heard before. And I've wanted to do it for a long time, but I don't want these guys to do it because they won't do it properly. We will immediately stop the drugs pouring across our border. We lose 300,000 people. You don't lose 90. They've been saying 90, 90, 90. We lose 300,000. Everybody in this room knows people that were devastated. Their children mostly, but the parents too. They die. Fentanyl. They put a piece, take a pin, put a little tiny piece of fentanyl on the top of that pin, and that can kill 5 people. Put a little bit more, it can kill the entire town. This is what we're dealing with. Everybody I know is losing sons, children to fentanyl. We lose not 100,000, we lose probably much more than 300,000. So essentially that's a war, right? That's a war. We don't lose that many soldiers if you're in wars. So we lose 300,000 people a year to drugs entering from Mexico. And if they don't stop this poison from flooding into our country, and they can stop it by not accepting it from China, and I'm doing the same thing with China, we're going to tariff the hell out of them. And Mexico, you know, people are surprised to hear this. Mexico is our largest trading partner. And if we put even a small tariff on like 10, 15%, you're talking about tens of billions of dollars, and they're not going to want to have that long. And they're strong. They can stop it if they want. They can do it if they want. They'll probably have to make a deal with the cartels because the cartels totally run Mexico, totally. It's terrible stuff. Terrible things are happening in Mexico.
Yeah, think of it.
A tariff on Mexico.
The cartels run Mexico. They think they're going to turn America into that. Never in a million years.
If China doesn't stop, you know, I had a deal with President Xi who was going to give the death penalty because in China they give the death penalty. When I first met, and I had a great relationship until COVID, until I call it the China virus. I'd like to be more accurate. I had a great deal and a great relationship with President Xi. Really great. He came to Mar-a-Lago. We spent a lot of time. We had a very good relationship. He's a strong man. He's a fierce person. You know, people said, "What's he like?" He's fierce. There's nobody in Hollywood that could play his role, believe me. And I say that with respect. But I said to him, "You're killing a lot of people by sending fentanyl into our country." I said, "How many people do you lose a year with drugs?"
None.
What do you mean nobody? No, we have no problem with drugs.
Yeah, because they got the
We have
DP.
a quick trial. What is a quick trial? I mean, I know what a quick trial is. What is a quick trial? If we catch a drug dealer, we bring him to a quick trial. He said, we bring him to a quick trial. And they're
Oh, not a
almost
QP.
always found guilty. And then we send the bullet home to the family, and the family must pay us for the bullet. Can you believe this? This is a little different than our country.
That's
In
right.
our country, they'd lawyer up, they'd be going to trial for 30 years. But they have no drug, they have zero drug problem. And I said, I want you to do me a favor. And we made a deal. You're killing our people, and that's going to end up in bad things for you, really bad for you.
Yep.
For you, can't get any worse for us. I said,
That is right.
I want you to give the same death penalty to those people that are sending fentanyl into the
Well, I guess
United
that's
States.
it for that.
And if you don't do that, I'm going to tariff the hell out of your shit coming into the United States. And guess what? He
Okay,
agreed to do it.
I have to pause it for a second. Hold on.
We had an agreement, and then we had a very bad election, horrible election. Think of the difference, how different our country would be. You wouldn't have had the fentanyl problem. You wouldn't have had inflation because they did that by screwing around with my energy. We had energy at $1.84. It was $1.87. It was corrected by the federal government. I was at $1.84.
This way.
We had all of these things.
Oh,
You wouldn't have had October 7th in Israel. All those people would be alive today. The hostages, most of whom are no longer living. Think of it. Russia would not have attacked. Ukraine wouldn't have happened. But Israel wouldn't have happened because Iran was broke. I said you can't buy any oil from Iran. Anybody that buys oil from Iran can't deal in the United States. We don't do business with you. China stopped it. Presidency. If you buy oil, they were the primary.
I voted in every
If
election
you buy
for
one
50
barrel
years.
of oil, one barrel from Iran, you're not doing any business with the United States. We'll go cold turkey.
Are you
That's
going
something
next
we like
door?
anyway.
Oh.
And you know what? They said, they didn't. Nobody did. I said that to 45 different countries. They weren't selling anything. They were essentially broke. They wanted to make a deal so badly, and then we had that bad election, that horrible, disgusting, worst thing that ever happened to the country was that election. And I left, and they didn't follow up the deal that I made. And the fentanyl is now pouring into Mexico, and numbers and more people are dying, and it comes across this open border, and we're taking in more drugs, human smuggling, all women, setting records. Bring up that my all-time favorite chart, if it's possible to find. Where is that all-time favorite? So the red arrow on the bottom, that's the lowest. It's done by the Border Patrol, not by me. It looks like something done by me, doesn't it? But that was my last day in office. Look at the red arrow. That was the lowest that we've ever had. Drugs. It includes drugs, but drugs, human trafficking, but mostly illegals coming into the United States of America. Look at that number. And it would have gone down. All they had to do is leave me. And all these great people, that's all they've done in their life, and we had it down to a science. The drugs were coming in at the slowest rate. But we had illegals almost stopped, but now they would have been literally stopped. And by the way, we want people to come into our country, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. They have to show they can love our country. They have to show that they didn't murder 7 people along the way. But
What's
that's
the
the
score?
lowest point, and I love that chart.
It just
Even
started?
if it was bad numbers, which is not, but even if it was horrible numbers, I would
What
love
quarter
that
are we in?
chart so much. That
First
chart was
quarter?
right over there.
0-0,
Never was over
first
there. It was
quarter.
never over there, 'cause I always do this
4:30
towards
in
the
the-
end of
on the
school
clock.
weekend, and I looked over there at that chart, and
Ugh.
I said, what the hell was that? So, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, because I was talking to her, she was tripping on that a little bit.
You know,
She's
I
already
do
got her
wanna tell
trip
you
to
one thing.
Brazil
She said
set
in
for,
Detroit,
I think she said April.
Mexico's getting rather rough with us in terms of trade. And we're not gonna take it. We don't have to.
Huh?
We have a good trade
Is he gonna
deal.
go for
You know,
months
nobody knows
again?
how to use it.
Probably about a month, maybe a month and a half. I don't know yet.
And Mexico is doing things that aren't good. And they're, you know, China's using
Oh,
Mexico as a subject.
My head hurts.
Corporation practically. China's putting.
I want my head to
into-
stop
they're
hurting.
running they're running things pretty good, and they're going to build the largest auto plant. I was making a speech at the Detroit Economic Club. But a year and a half ago, it looked like I was going to run, and I wanted to go see an auto plant because we're getting screwed on autos. I mean, everyone's moving their plants over. Actually, Elon built a big plant in Texas. Okay,
Ah.
Elon. Right? Elon built a very big plant in Texas. We got to give credit. We love Elon. He gave me another.
Where's that big bottle of Tylenol at?
He's in another part of your state. He's now in Pennsylvania campaigning for Donald Trump because he thinks it's the single most important thing.
Baby stuff. Pepto-Bismol. Ugh.
And you know, he said something to me that was interesting. Because nobody knows computers. That rocket I was telling you about, the way it laid down for. He said it's all computers operating the engines. The engines are the easy part. He said the computers, it's tremendous computerization. The way it just shifted it over. So
Poor
good.
buddy Wendy's.
But I said to him,
We need to get some of
what do you
that
think
dog
about this? He
food.
really
It's like
is
40 or
watching
50
this
bucks, I
running
think, for a
process.
big bag of it.
He said, you know, computers are the
Cause see,
greatest. He looked at.
now they only have that other dog food, and Fiji doesn't eat that.
He knew it before it even came in the door. He looked like at the back of it.
So I have to get the kind that he likes.
He knows that's how. I mean, he knows this stuff better.
Yeah, I have to.
And he actually said, and this is for the good of everybody, the good of mankind.
The good of mankind, yeah.
If you look at France, if you look at
Darn
all
right.
their mail-in voting, they all gave it up. But nobody does like we do. And Gavin Newsom, look at Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom is
So
right.
now, not only is voter ID
Oh,
good,
bitch.
if you're an official,
Stupid
and
fucker.
you ask somebody for voter ID, I'd like to see your voter ID. You have committed a criminal act.
Nope, I have to wait till
A
that
mere
stupid
asking.
flag
He
goes
just
out.
signed the bill. That's right, man.
Get out.
The mere asking. This guy just signed the bill, and an official says, I'd like to see your voter ID. He's guilty of a crime.
Oh,
This is crazy.
and I'm
There's only
lying.
one reason they
Oh, there
want
he
to do
goes,
that, because
drinking
they
water.
want to cheat. But Elon Musk said to me, I hope I'm allowed to say this. I think I am, because one thing, he's out there. He's a guy. He just wants the truth. He's an incredible guy. And he said, computers aren't meant for this.
Where
kind
is
of
that
stuff."
thing at?
He said, there's only one thing you can do. He's the most sophisticated guy
All
in
this
the
hair
world
is
when it
driving me
comes to
crazy, too.
computerization.
Get
He
out.
said, the only thing you can do is
Where'd it go?
paper ballots, same-day voting. You know, paper is very sophisticated.
Did you see my Trump book? Look,
Very
it finally came
sophisticated.
in the mail. My Trump statement.
Paper ballots,
Some of the best
voter
photos
ID,
ever taken.
one-day voting, not 10 days where you say, oh, let's move these boxes from that room to this room because we're going to fix the air conditioning. And then the boxes never get put back, and you say, what happened to those boxes?
I'm so happy to have it.
No, one-day voting. He said,
How long did it take you to fill out the packet? Did
Very simple.
you fill it out ahead of time or you just did it there?
And you'll have your answer
You sit down or
as to
you
who won
stand
and
up?
who lost by
No,
10 o'clock in the evening.
They saw
Nobody's
that I
gonna
was
dispute.
walking
France
to
had
the
it,
bar,
37 million
They
votes.
gave me a chair.
And we knew who won and
Because you
who
got
lost.
to
At
talk to like 2 or 3
9:30 in
different
the
people.
evening, that's the
Gave
time
me a
that
chair,
they said.
they gave me
You
another
know that
chair.
I'm hearing
and
that
then set me
stories
up
that
in the little
they may take 12
So how
days
do you know
most
if
of
your
the
ballots,
ballots.
if you went after you cast your ballot, how do you know if it's been like?
And bad
certified?
things happen when you do that, although today we won a very
Put
good
it into the
case.
machine. But they have
In
Oh
three
no,
different
into the
ways.
machine.
Georgia, where the judge ruled that no, they're not allowed to have unlimited extensions for the votes to come.
It's like a,
That's what I mean. We have unlimited extensions all over.
or like a
Oh,
versatile.
we just found 100,000 votes just poured in from the. No, we gotta say now, you know, it won't affect me after this. We have to do it. We have
Did
to.
you have to show, did you have to show them your
We
ID?
have to fix it. We can't allow this to
Well,
happen.
because I heard it was against the law to have.
And remember, the states are essentially an agent, if I can use
Yeah,
that.
that's
term,
supposed
but
to be
they're
a
an
crime
agent, but
according to the
states are
Democrats.
doing the collecting
And
system.
Gavin Newsom,
And they have to take the orders from
Gavin
the-
Newsom did away with showing ID because they'll say that it's discriminatory.
Paper system. It'll cost you 8% of what
I have to have
fancy
an address in
machinery
this area.
costs. But you know, I'm saying that there is no computer in the world that can't be broken into very easily by somebody
As-
that's
But it's
computer
like Donald
smart.
said, if he doesn't win, it's fixed. If he wins, it's
I have a son at home, Barron.
If he doesn't win, it's fixed,
said-
and if he wins, what?
if he wins,
People love
it's
Barron.
fair.
They love Barron.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
They love
Look at
Barron.
it. If there's any
I say, Barron,
it had to be by him.
you're always
Well,
on your
notice how
computer. I think
Kamala
you have to
hired
learn it at a young
5,000
age.
lawyers.
Barron, you're always on your computer.
For the
You
election.
gotta
That
stop
tells
it.
you something.
Yes,
How
yes.
many lawyers in every,
Sure,
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 a
Dad.
lawyer for every,
Don't be
That-
nice.
for every
I'm gonna turn
precinct,
this
maybe.
Okay, Dad, try it.
But how is it that she's hiring 5,000
So I
lawyers
turn it
when
off,
they're...
Dan, I turn it off.
so.
It's
No, I
locked, it's
understand, I
done.
understand.
I have a number on it.
I don't see how people can be on the fence because it's not a personality issue. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Right?
Take it in.
It has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
All right.
I
He's
like
just
his
a genius,
personality,
I'm
but
telling you. He's
it's
a
what
wise guy,
it's
smart guy.
the difference
And
is
do I have
like
good
night
kids?
and
I have
day
to just-
between them.
Are my kids here? Where are my kids?
I was breathing his president.
I'm very excited, and tomorrow we're gonna win by a landslide.
He can let out the revolutionaries.
Get them out here. I think I want to bring them up. 4 years.
This is the greatest movement. Okay, okay. There's no sense in discussing it. Look, he doesn't like Kamala either. Look, did you hear that conversation? If you want to be stuck on stupid, that's definitely not my problem. You're the one that worked for the money that you make. Not me. How beautiful is that? Oh, all of his kids are there. And his son-in-law is there. And Tiffany's having a baby. Wait, I missed this.
They've been with us. And
What is going on here?
I have a number on it. He calls me 45. Come here, Dad. Take a look. No, these kids are genius, I'm telling you. He's a wise guy, smart one. And do I have good kids? I have to just... Are my kids here? Where are my kids? They're around here.
They're all going to come
Get 'em
out of the
here.
woodwork.
I think I want to bring them up. 4 years.
Yeah, bring him up. I love Don Jr. And Eric. And Tiffany. And where's Ivanka? Yay! She's having a baby. You look so beautiful, pregnant. And there's Laura. Amazing.
They've been with us. And Barron's home, and he's watching this. He's watching. He's a little young. He's watching. They love Barron, huh? We love Barron. And Ivanka's great. She watches. She loves this whole thing. She loves it. She loves you. She loves it. She loves the whole thing. But I just thought, you know, it's sad because we've been doing this for 9 years. We've had hundreds of rallies, hundreds. Actually, numbers that are not even conceivable. I've heard 800, 900, I don't know, but we don't even count them. And they're all like this. They're all these magnificent magnificent.
Sold out crowd every time. It's so
And
great.
This is the last one I'm going to have here. And I have one left, the whole thing. And remember, the rallies are the most exciting thing. There'll never be rallies like this, you know?
Never
We're gonna have
again.
some leading candidate come in 4
That's
years.
right.
And honestly, if they're successful, they'll have 300 or 400 people in a ballroom some places. This is never going to happen again. It happens every single time. And it's never happened in the world. There's never been. This is a movement that's never happened, and it's going to be a movement that's going to save our country. It's going to be a movement that's going to save. But it's sad, in terms of we'll never have this, but we'll have other get-togethers, and in a way, all what we're doing, all these years of work, and you know, we started over that very bad situation 4 years ago, and it was so sickening to wait 4 years. And if I didn't do so well, I did so much better the second time than the first. I have done this. If I took in less votes, we took
Yes, you
close to
did.
12
And we're
million
doing even
votes.
better than that
Obama,
this
Barack
time.
Hussein Obama, he didn't do that. He got far less votes the second time, and he won. And he's a major divider.
They
I
have
watched
like
him the other
600,000
night.
less
He's a very
this time.
divisive guy. I've always said that. He is a very divisive guy. And his wife, I've always been so nice. Ooh, she was hitting me. She was hitting me, Michelle. She was hitting me. That wasn't nice. I've always been nice, but they're dividers, I'll tell you right now. We're not going to stand. Dividers are no good. He's a highly overrated man, I'm telling you that. But he's a divider. I watched him with this crap where he's trying to get her in. He's the one that pushed her in the first place. And look what happens. I mean, I hope it happens, because if it doesn't happen, this country's in big trouble. But we've been doing this now for 9 years, and we had a great first term. We rebuilt our military. We cut taxes more than any president in history, including Ronald Reagan, who did a big tax cut. We cut more regulations.
That's right.
We developed an open space force through the Congress, and I think that's going to go down. First time in 82 years that last one was the Air Force. We did that. And think of all the different things that we did. We're respected all over the world. China respected us. Everybody respected us.
Okay.
There's no laughing at
But
you.
I know that in the Constitution, it talks about them collecting income tax on incomes, okay? But property taxes, I don't think that's in the Constitution. They need to do away with property taxes. We need to. Like, that's a thing. That's a real thing.
Came up with all these hoaxes, Adam Schiff, and all this scum that we have in this country.
And look, my husband doesn't even... Hi, Sandra. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm not usually normally anxious, but I guess I am like a little bit, I guess you could say, in the back of my mind, in the bottom of my heart, I'm pretty settled and confident in everything. But look, Kamala hired 5,000 lawyers. Did you hear about this? She hired 5,000 lawyers. Yeah. 5,000. Why would anyone need to hire 5,000 lawyers? She must be worried. They're worried about us cheating? Ha! Not only that, that speaks volumes.
They're scum. And they knew it was...
They're worried about us cheating. We don't have to. Our numbers reflect the truth. MAGA movement numbers reflect the voice of the people. Okay? Not bot freaking stand-in freaking, I don't know, puppets, I guess. And we're not shy about who we support. We're not embarrassed about who we're supporting. If you ask them, they're like, oh, that's a personal thing. I don't share that information. Well, that's because you must be embarrassed of it then, or have something to hide or something.
They tried to put this guy who didn't know anything about Russia, they tried to put him in jail, Adam Schiff, conceived of the story. They could.
Yeah, and they tried to put him in jail for treason. Forever.com. Either way, God is in control. Yes, he is. And I just know the tricks that the devil could play. I mean, look at it. Through history, it's all proven itself. Just, you know, the devil succeeded in tricking Kylie and Sammy, you know, that whole everything that happened that night with Kylie. God didn't win that night, right? The devil won that night. So I worry about it because they cheat. That's what they do best. Donald Trump wasn't lying. They do that the best. They cheat the best. Better than anyone else.
Adam Shifty Schiff.
Shifty Schiff
One
is
of the
right.
truly unattractive people. I call him watermelon head. He's got the largest head and the smallest neck. He's got a neck that's about 4 inches around. He's got a watermelon on top of it. But he's not a stupid person, but he's an evil kind of person. And he's likely going to be a senator, unfortunately. But I mean, this scum is going to be a senator. So their movement carries on, but our movement carries on too. As long as ours carries on. No, he's got the smallest neck I've ever seen. Think he can play football for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I don't think so. One shot, and there goes the whole thing would fall apart. One little shot. One tiny tap like that, boom, falls off. No, but bad. But think of how bad this is. I don't want to put him on the spot, but this kid went through hell on a story that they knew was made up. Russia. Host.
Yeah, poor Don Jr., and I love him.
Schiff come out of an intelligence meeting or something. He's not supposed to even do this, but he goes out in this press, and he says, Donald Trump Jr. will go to jail for what he's done with Russia. Right? And I said, whoa. I said, what's this all about? So I called him up. I said, Don, what's going on? I said, Dad, I don't know anything about Russia. He didn't do anything. He went before grand juries. He went before what they did to this guy was, and you know what? I think he became tougher because of it. Maybe too tough. I think he's too tough, Sarah. I don't like it. He's too tough. They made my son too tough, Mike. But he's a great guy, and he's a good person, and they put him through hell. But think of it. What person, and Hillary was in there, they spied on my campaign. It's now proven. Spied on my campaign. The Russia thing with Mueller, you saw Mueller's performance in Congress, right? He didn't know anything. We were totally exonerated. But for 2 years, this guy went through hell. He went through
And
hell.
I'm hereby predicting that Tiffany and her husband will have a baby girl because she's pregnant. However, God is opening doors to reveal the corruption in Placer County and all over America. Yes. And the devil panics right about now because he knows and sees that his time is limited, and now he's been being exposed, right? What do they want? What they want the most is to stay uncovered.
To go to prison. That is human scum. I'm sorry. And he'll probably go on to be a senator. And that's okay, because we have blocked them. Everything we've done, we've won against, but they are bad people. You know, if they put that genius toward making our country great, boy, would we have fun. We would have fun together. But I don't know if they're capable of doing that. It would be great if we could bring everybody together. The time we came together is just previous to COVID. We're the most successful country ever in history. We were doubling up in China. They were paying us billions of dollars. No other president took in anything. And you know what was happening? Everybody had jobs. African American, Asian American, everybody. Asian, the Hispanics. Look at me with Hispanics. They remember that period 4 years, 5 years ago. But everybody was successful. Men, women, people.
Why does Eric look so different from the rest of them?
People that didn't have a degree.
Don't you think?
Everybody.
Eric looks different from the rest of them. He doesn't. Well, he looks like a Trump, but at the same time, he looks different than everyone else. It's like, what's the deal with that? And I love it. I absolutely love it. Tiffany, she just got married, and her husband's rich. Yeah, they have businesses, I think, in Oh, I don't want to say the wrong country, but anyways.
Was doing better than they've ever done before. People that never graduated from high school.
Yeah,
And
they're
I'll tell
having a
you
baby.
what was happening is I was getting calls from people that I would say are the radical left, but people that were definitely very far left. And people wanted to start meeting.
How long have we been here?
This country was coming together, and then we had
175 minutes?
Nobody knew what the hell it was.
How darn long is that?
The Wuhan lab, I was right about that. And bad things happened, and
That's like
we
3
actually
hours,
did a
ain't
great
it?
job. Then we got the credit for that. We got the credit for what we did with the economy.
Close
what
down,
we
we're
did
close
with
to
rebuilt
3
the
hours.
U.S. military, and we knocked the hell out of ISIS. It took them. They were fighting ISIS for 18 years. It took me 4 weeks to get rid of them. Right? 4 weeks.
So, is there undecided voters still? 'Cause
4 weeks they got rid of them.
that's not good. We
But I
can't
will
have
tell you,
anyone
I
undecided
just say this,
anymore.
'cause so many people say, is there any way to unify?
How could you be undecided when there's only one option?
We want to have walls, we want to have borders, and they don't. I think it has to just be explained. I think that's an easy one. They want the men and women's sport thing.
Yeah,
You know, I've been
explain
involved
that
in
one
this-
to me.
I can't believe I say that, but 9 years.
Look,
I've had a lot of people come up and say,
How
"What
hard
about
is
this?
it?
What about this? What about-"
how hard is it when there is no other delegates? There is no other candidate for presidency other than Trump. He's the only one that has votes. If Biden's out, right? They can't just say, oh, you're going to be the next president. It doesn't work like that. She has no votes. And besides, it's the only time that would happen is if Biden stepped down and Kamala took over the presidency, in which they haven't done, because she hasn't been sworn in. So, in my opinion, unless she's sworn in as president and Biden steps down during his term, it's not valid. It's not validated at all. And that's why they inserted her at the very end so that there wouldn't be any time. They just pull the fast one on everybody. And they're getting away with it. And it's against the Constitution of America. If they want to make Biden step down, there's a process, hearings that they have to go through. She was never a candidate for the next presidency. Okay? In the event that something happens to Biden, that's why the vice president is there. But she's so contradictory, right? She's like, oh, my presidency won't be a repeat of Biden's. Well, then what will it be then? Right? Because as far as I understood, the vice president is supposed to back up the president in every single which way. Right? The vice president isn't chosen vice president to have his own separate agenda from the president. He's chosen because he's backing up all the points and principles and agendas that the president has in mind to do, right? His whole job is to support what the president wants. That's what the vice president does. The vice president is like a co-pilot in the plane, right? If the pilot has a heart attack and passes out or whatever happens, whatever happens, has a seizure or whatever, that's why the co-pilot is there to take over, right? But they can't just say that would be different if it wasn't an election year, right? If it wasn't an election year and they inserted Kamala and Biden stepped down, that would be different. But this is an election year, and she has 0 damn votes.
Nobody's ever said, sir, it's really important.
Damn
for
0.
men to play in women's
Absolutely
sports.
none.
Nobody's come up to me and said,
Fucking
the transgender thing,
ridiculous.
it's very important to my family that you get that. I mean, these things are crazy. And yet on television, that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about. But we're going to turn this country. The bottom line is, it was really starting to come together. Then we got hit. We got to fix that. Think of it. And when I turned it back over, the stock market was higher than it was just previous to COVID coming. Think of it. Thanks. we handed them something beautiful, and they blew it. They blew it right out the window. It's terrible. They blew it, and now we're going to end up in a depression, frankly, if you look at the numbers that we're going to present in a second. But I just want to thank my kids because they are great kids, and they have been with me from the beginning. They have been with me right from the beginning. And I thought I should do that because we go to Michigan tonight, and we do one final. We'll do 4 tonight, but we go to Michigan, and I really thought I should recognize my children.
How is
So
it
this is the second to last
written?
one. Let's say
What
it.
is
We've been together. I mean, look at these
hidden
people, the front row
darkness
Joes,
will
the
come
North
to
Carolina
light.
women, the whole thing. We have
Yes,
people that have come to hundreds
it
of
will,
the rallies.
because there's nowhere that the light won't
and,
reach.
They all love the country. Everyone that they don't come to.
Okay, you realize the reason why what's done in the dark will be exposed? It's not because it's going to voluntarily come out and expose itself, but because there's nowhere the light will not reach. Okay? God's glory will cover this earth like the waters covers the seas. Okay? The light is going to penetrate through it all, everything.
Rallies if they don't love the country.
Yeah, and then we're going to jack up Greg Reber
But here's the
for
only
being a
thing,
crooked
Johnson.
forensic
We have
pathologist.
these rallies,
Face it, he's
and they're only
crooked.
done for one purpose.
Yeah, and
To
he's
put
probably
us
a
in
Democrat too.
position that we can be put in tomorrow to fix our country, because the rallies, otherwise it's just nice entertainment.
Yeah, nice entertainment is
So
right.
all of these rallies that we've had for years now, they're done to put us, and you know, after that last horrible situation, and so many bad things happened, China was immediately allowed to go buy oil, and Iran has hundreds of billions of dollars now. They had nothing. They were broke, and so many other things happened, and it's really sad. But we were put in a position with these
Because
rallies
look,
where
if the government doesn't create any havocs and problems and all the destruction and stuff, then they don't have no reason or excuse to print out more money, right? The thing is, they're gonna break the money machine, Jack. We're like trillions of dollars in debt, and what are they doing? They're printing money to send to Ukraine. How nice.
I mean, we're certainly on the 2 or 3
Well,
yard line.
heck, send it to everywhere else too.
If you blow it, I've given you the ball. I
Right.
mean, you got to go and vote. You got to vote. And if they vote,
And we were already scammed. This is how dirty they are. They scammed on the Obama election because Obama wasn't born in America. He was born in Kenya. Barack Obama, and that wasn't even his real name. Nope. He had a total different name when he was a boy growing up. Right? In Indonesia. Right? And he was actually born in Kenya. And there's proof. Watch Candace Owens that they manipulated. There was like 15 areas of fraud in his birth certificate because he requested his birth certificate from the state of Hawaii, and they investigated it, and there was like 15 points of fraud in the whole entire document. Yep, and that's against the law. You realize Barack Obama was never supposed to be president since he wasn't born in the United States. Yeah, that's how dirty they are. And they got away with it, and there's nothing anybody could ever do about it. That's how the devil works. That's what a piece of crap he is.
it's over.
Yep, they know it's over.
They know it. They've already pulled out of a couple of states, you know, states like the word is they pulled out of North Carolina. They cut all their ads. They're using the money someplace else. I even heard they ran out of money. They don't have any money with all the money they raise. And they get a lot of it from unions and this and that. Even though some of the guys were telling me, the steel workers, they say the steel workers are with you, just the top guys aren't. Because you know what? I don't even blame them. It's a habit. So many years, 50, 60, 70 years, they support the Democrats like a habit. But,
It's like a habit.
They're going to do a lot better with me. I want to tell you one quick story because it has to do with these people, because I want to save their jobs, whether it's auto workers or steel workers. So China,
dirty as they are.
I have a friend who's the best and the biggest auto factory builder in the world, I guess. Very big, very good, very capable guy, John. And I see him and we're talking about a year ago, and he said, yeah, we're building some big, oh good, I want to see, we're building some big auto factories. Great, I want to see one. When can we go? I want to take a look, because, you know, I'm thinking about running pretty hard.
You can't see
It's a
them.
big thing. We got to save Michigan. We got to save Detroit. Detroit's got big problems, but just generally the car industry, right? It's a big industry, one up at the top. So I want to see one of the factories. Okay, good. We're going to go down to Mexico. I said, I don't want to go to Mexico. I want to look at it. We don't
Mexico. Okay.
He said, it's just, we don't. It just doesn't work that way. So he said, as an example, we're building a really big one in Mexico, right near the border. I said, who's the owner or the principal? He said, China. So China's building a massive auto, massive. He said, it'll produce probably more cars than the state of Michigan produces, when you think, you know, because they have smaller plants, they're all over the place. Some of them are very old. I said, that's bad. That's going to kill Michigan. It's going to kill Detroit. It's going to hurt South Carolina, Tennessee, and various other places that are involved. That's very bad. This is a big guy. They're going to build more.
After this, I have to go find something to put my flag onto.
Let it be known that I'm going to put tariffs on.
Because I don't want to have to wear it as my cape anymore. I want to like wave it around in the air.
And I let it be known that the tariffs will be about 100%, and 100% tariff on any car that's made in these factories in Mexico, probably any car coming in from Mexico. Remember, I'm going to put tariffs. This is a big thing. I'm putting tariffs on Mexico. If they don't straighten out this drug, it's their problem. They're coming through Mexico, and Mexico's accepting this fentanyl, and I'm putting tariffs on Mexico. Every damn thing that they sell into the United States.
Yeah, everything.
25% tariff until they stop drugs from coming in. And let me tell you something. Those drugs will stop so damn fast that your head will spin. And I'm not playing games. I'm going to do, and I'm doing the same thing to China. If they want to sell Mexico fentanyl at levels that nobody, it's going crazy right now what they're doing. You know, at least we fought it like hell, and we did relatively successfully. You can never, I mean, they put it in hubcaps of cars. It's tough. It's all over the place. It's genius, some of these devices they come up with. But I've told China, you want to sell, we're going to have a good relationship with China, hopefully. I want to have a good relationship. But you sell fentanyl into the United States through Mexico, we're putting a 25% or so tariff on.
Just find them.
Until such time as you stop doing it. And they're not going to do it for long, because that
And
is
if somebody passes away from it in this country, find China.
You know, I had no wars.
Yeah, we have to
I
find them.
stopped wars. I stopped two countries from fighting each other that have nothing to do with us. You can ask Rick Grinnell. who did a
How
great
else are you
job
going to
for
do
us,
it if
and
you
can
don't
ask-
find them? You have to
I
find them.
stopped. You can ask Mike Pompeo.
Because, like,
he's here.
say, what if someone passes away from it, right? And no one's caught. So no one's liable. That can't be right. I'm putting on makeup. I don't know why. I'm bored. Yeah, I'm bored, so I'm going to put on makeup. Right? They got to feel it in their pocketbooks. It's like, hey, they can't deny that it's coming from there. Where else would it be coming from if not there? Of course it's coming from there. I'm trying to figure out if this thing does anything. Do these things come off? These don't come off. The heck? See, I got this stupid facial brush thing, and I thought it like massaged my face or something, but I guess it does not. So, wrecked. But anyways. Yeah, they need to be fined. There's no other way around it.
I stopped countries from wars that had nothing to do with us. Just say, listen, fellas, you've been killing each other for 1,000 years. If you keep, and they both did business with.
Yep, 1,000 years is right.
I said, if you keep fighting like this, you're killing people. Lots of people are dying. That's all I cared about. I didn't care where they're from, but people are dying. Good people are dying because these leaders are stupid. And so I said, if you keep doing it, I'm putting a 50% tariff on everything that you do business with the United States. So you understand, I'm talking to two countries. They call me up the next day together. We have resolved our differences.
Oh, shit.
It didn't help me, but you know what? I saved a lot of lives. So
I think this mascara is no good.
So getting back
It's dry.
to the auto plant, because you know, I may be the greatest weaver of all time. But what happens? Only brilliant people can do that. Stupid people can't do it because they get lost. Where am I? So the stories are very boring. They have to go right down like this, right down to the bottom. They can't weave.
You're a funny guy.
Even tell you all these stories, and they're all related. And in some cases, not too much, 10%, but 10% is enough. So getting back to where we started. So I see John, I'm at the Detroit Economic Club last week, had a great people. And I see John sitting in the audience, right where that big strong guy is with the label in the head. Yeah, you with a hat on. Big, powerful guy. He's much more powerful physically than John, I can guarantee you. But I see John sitting right there, and
Okay. Give me a minute. You just give me one little minute. Get rid of that. Just one little second. What is this?
When things go sideways, will you be prepared? Are you still interested in a solar-powered generator?
Okay, hold on. One more little thing. Oh shit. My battery's down. Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta turn this on.
Powering on. Welcome to Alltech Lansing.
Thank you. Okay, very good. Now then. Stars won't measure me, and I can't get back the memories. The cuts on your wrist are the stories of the 2 times a year when I'm burning slow, but I cannot make it stop. Keep it together.
okay, baby, it's just us in this world. We can't change that. Hey, we gon' fuck up in this world.
Yo, that's pretty loud, right? That's pretty loud for this little radio. This is just an Alltech Lansing. Look. This is how big it is. It's hella loud.
Change that. Stay up all night, you and me. When I'm with you, I feel free. Stay up all night, you and me. When I'm with you, I feel free.
Did you really ever give a fuck about me? You stop to look around, you see the stars fell from me. And I can't get back the memories. The cuts on your wrist are the stories of the 2 times a year that I cried inside. Okay, we gotta start over. You know how I do it. What are you saying? My headache's still kind of there a little bit. If Trump gets reelected, he should release the beast on, yes, government corruption and give America back to the people instead of the government elite ignoring. We the people, yes. It's almost too loud right now, but it's okay. Didn't you wonder, did you really ever give a fuck about me? No, seriously, I do want you to pay attention to that little detailed part of the song where she says, you know, the cuts on your wrists. She's clearly speaking of someone else. She doesn't say on my wrists. She's not referring to herself. It's clear in the song. So everybody, in my opinion, not just my opinion, it's clear. She says on your wrists, specifically. Can't get back the memories. Right inside, but I cannot make a sound.
Keep it together.
Look in the mirror, tell myself you're doing better. Has nothing to do with her wrist. Has nothing to do with Kylie's wrist. Right? She's not speaking regarding herself. She just isn't. When I'm with you, I feel free. And you know, people want to put out shit like, oh, she lived every bit of that song. Lived every bit of what song, bro? The cuts on your wrist tells the stories of the 2 times a year that I She's not referring to self either way, regardless of. She's not referring to self. Negative. I used to be able to bite this shit with my teeth, and now I have to crush it. I began to wonder, did you really ever give a fuck about me? Cause when you stop to look around, you see the stars fall from me. And I can't get back the memories. The cuts on your wrist tell the stories of the 2 times a year that I cried inside. I know it kind of doesn't make a sense. She still isn't referring to self though. She still is not. Okay, baby.
It's just us in this world, but we can't change that. Hey, we gon' fuck up in this world, and we can't change that.
When I'm with you.
I feel free. Stay up all night, you and me. When I'm with you, I feel free.
Here we go again. I never get enough. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, they'll say. I'm obsessed. It's not healthy. My God. Somebody help me. They can say whatever they want about me. I don't mind it at all. Help yourself. Look in the mirror. You're doing better. Stars in the skies. Yep, this mascara's had better days. I'm throwing it away. Never. Okay, baby, it's just us in this world. Okay, Trump is. We gotta go back a little.
This is a 1929. It took 25 years to recover.
I begin to wonder.
The president, I don't want to be under any circumstances, is Herbert Hoover. And that was done by bad tax policy simultaneously with lifting all sorts of other things that made it impossible for big wide mistakes were made. But it took 20 to 25 years to recover. I don't know what that happened. And what's going to happen with her? She doesn't have a clue. She doesn't have a clue. And you know, I just mentioned.
I can't wait to get my teeth done.
I saw the other night on television just ripped
It's gonna be so
some poor
great.
idiot apart. Megyn Kelly is here, and she's doing. Come on.
Megyn Kelly's there. Hold up.
She ripped the guy apart.
Yeah, she did. Megyn Kelly's great. Where is she? Bring her up. There you are. You pretty little thing.
It's great to see you.
Isn't she cute as a button?
This guy.
She's as cute as a darn button.
Stamina on this guy and his age. I'm
Gotta
to
go
sleep over
and
there. He's
handle
got another
some
rally
things.
to go to.
Okay, Sandra. Thanks for stopping in and spending time here.
First of all, one of the reasons why I wanted
I'll
to come
see you on the next one. God bless
When I
you.
launched my
Take
show
care.
4 years ago, we had Mark Cuban on the program. Yeah.
We don't like
You may
him.
have seen he was in the news this week. And he started going on about how bad America's race history was and how ashamed he was of America, and that's why he was at all these protests, and he felt it was really important to stand up and speak out about human rights violations. And then it got awkward when I asked him about all the money he was taking from China. But then he dropped a bunch of F-bombs, and I thought, I really enjoy this feeling of proving Mark Cuban wrong. And so here I am at a Trump rally.
That's-
strong, intelligent woman.
That's right, baby.
To prove Mark Cuban wrong again.
That's right. He knows what to do.
I don't want to take up much of your time, but I do want to tell you the main reasons I am voting for Donald Trump. Number one, immigration. He mentioned it. And people like Laken Rowley. I'll be thinking about her tomorrow all day. 22 years old.
Yep.
Killed in Georgia, a young nursing student. Finally.
Should have never happened.
I'll be thinking about Jocelyn Nungari, 12 years old, in Texas, murdered by 2 Venezuelan illegals. President Trump closed the border. Kamala Harris opened it by choice. It wasn't accidental.
God, that
She
pisses
said
me
it
off.
would be humane. That's what she and her boss believe.
God, that pisses me
Tell it
off.
to Laken Riley's family. There was nothing humane about it. He closed it, opened it. It was an intentional choice, and there's no
That's
reason
right.
not to believe they won't
That
do it
is
again.
right.
The boys should not be in the girls' sports.
100% not.
The boys should not be in the girls' bathrooms. The boys should not be in the girls' locker rooms.
No. They should not.
Peyton McNabb, North Carolina sophomore in high school, slammed so hard in the face by a volleyball hit at her by a boy pretending to be a girl. She suffered traumatic brain injury and permanent paralysis. Kamala Harris looks at her and says, "Be kind. Suck it up." And that's what's right. Why do our girls have to face brain damage in order to be kind to boys who want to invade their sports? And by the way, they are going into the women's prisons. She changed the law in California to make sure the taxpayers would pay for their sex change operations. She was not just following the law, she changed the law. President Trump will stop it. He got mocked by the left for saying he would be a protector of women. He will be a protector of women, and it's why I'm voting for him. He will close the border. He will keep the boys out of girls' sports and where they don't belong. And you know what else? One more thing. He will look out for our boys, too. Our forgotten boys and our forgotten men. Guys like you. Guys like these guys, who've got the calluses on their hands, who work for a living, with the beards and the tats, who maybe have a beer after work and don't want to be judged by people like Oprah and Beyonce, who will never have to face the consequences of her disastrous economic policies. These guys will. He gets it. President Trump gets it. He will not look at our boys like they're second-class citizens. And ladies out there who want a bit of girl power in this election, let me tell you something. How can you win when the sons and the husbands and the brothers and the dads you love are losing? It's not a win. We care, young women and older, about the lives of our children, the safety of our children. And we need not get so obsessed with what happens when they're in the womb that we forget about taking care of them once we're here and they're loved. Last point, what I don't want, what I don't think you want, is the left's version of masculinity.
100% not.
You see that ad they did about Trump voters trying to encourage women to lie to their husbands so that they could vote for her instead of Trump? That's their version of what marriage looks like. An overbearing husband who bullies his wife into saying she voted one way as opposed to an honest, open relationship. Oh, wait, I'm talking about Kamala and Doug. Okay, sorry. Where was that story in the news? Where was that story? I don't remember a single media person, not one, who sat with him, asked him about the abuse allegations against him by a successful professional attorney who has great details, who has receipts, who has witnesses. No one even asked about it. I'm not into their version of toxic masculinity or new masculinity. I prefer the old version. All of you, and I prefer a president who understands how to be strong and how to fight. I hope all of you do what I did last week. Vote Trump and get 10 friends to vote Trump too.
%. I'm ready to party now. Just kidding.
Thank you. Wow.
Well, I kind of am, but...
Oh, wow. I have some more big news, Megan. I'm just getting this right now. So somebody that's very, very respected asked me to do his show 2 weeks ago, and I said, well,
Really?
And to me, it's very big because he's the biggest there is, I guess, in that way by far. Somebody said the biggest beyond anybody in a long time. And his name is Joe Rogan, and he's never done this before. And it just came over the wires that Joe Rogan just endorsed me. Is that correct? Thank you, Joe.
Joe Rogan just endorsed Trump. Wreck.
That's so nice.
That's great.
And he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that.
Nope, he does not. Is right.
And he tends to be a little bit more liberal than some of the people.
Wreck.
A lot of fun. He was amazing.
The Dems are wrecked, and I love that.
3-hour interview. In fact,
oh, Kylie.
I was 2 hours late for a rally that we had. I had explained that a little bit. And it was cold out that night. We flew, but we had to make it. We were more than 2 hours late. And they understood. I said, I just was interviewed by a very interesting guy, and he kept going. They told it a long form, but it could have gone a lot longer, but he was great. And he's not a person that does endorsements, but he did an endorsement, so I just want to thank Joe Rogan. That's fantastic. And Megan, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Megan.
Also with us tonight is the man that I hope is going to be in our Senate. He's a winner, he's tough, he's smart, he loves your state. He loves your Commonwealth, and he will take this Commonwealth to do.
Look in the mirror.
He's just a spectacular guy, David McCormick. And Dave, I think you, I looked at a poll before, I think you're doing well. He's against the survivors. Why is the survivors?
Okay, baby, it's just us in this world.
She's
change
still
that.
Everything in his life he's done has been successful. He was tremendously successful in college. He was a really good athlete. I think the Penn State guys probably could have done.
Did you really ever give a fuck about me?
I think maybe, but you never know. You never
See the
really
stars fell
It
from
could be
me.
an upset in the making. But he's been successful in everything. Went to Wall Street, became one of the most important people on Wall Street. And I just want to say that I hope you vote for him. He's going to be a great senator. Commonwealth will be happy. You'll view it as a terrific vote. And think of it, it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
We have another man who's a great senator.
Time is nigh.
Tennessee, I love Tennessee.
The time is nigh.
For a lot of reasons, but
There is no.
by 31%.
There is no other options. You got
We
to
didn't
act.
have to do this late night stuff with Pennsylvania, but I think Pennsylvania. I think we're gonna have a big number in Pennsylvania.
The Empress.
But I want to thank you, Senator Bill Hagerty, please. Thank you, Senator. Good
I
looking
begin
Senator,
to
too.
wonder
Something about that. And
when you
have
stop
tremendous
to look
resemblance
around,
to
you see the stars fall from me.
Mike Pompeo, please stand up.
Back the memories. The cuts on your wrist tells the
You also
stories
that way
of the
you're
2
so
times
thin
a
now.
year that I.
Good. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
But I cannot.
And we have members of Congress that are warriors. These guys have been fighting with me, or meaning fighting with me in the proper way, not the bad way.
Everyone thought Kylie was speaking about herself. No, Jeff, she's
John
not.
Joyce, Mike Kelly, G.T. Thompson.
I'm very observant that way.
These are-
And not only that, I really didn't ever really allow myself to listen to this song intently.
Somebody told me the guy, you were a terrific wrestler.
Intently.
I didn't hear that.
Keyword is intently.
So I'm never gonna fight him. That's all.
Stay up all night, you and me. When I'm with you, I feel free.
That's fantastic.
I fully examined this song about 500 times.
Former Congresswoman and
Come up with the same thing all the time.
candidate for President of the United States, Tulsi Gabbard, a woman of great.
Can't get back the memories.
A woman
The
of
cuts
great
on your wrist tells the stories of the cuts on
And
your
she just
wrist.
switched over
On your
to the
wrist.
Republican Party, so that's good.
On
She's
your
a Democrat.
on your
Then
wrist.
she became an independent, and then she became. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
That's a
just
great
like
honor.
first
She's
she
a
was black and then
fantastic
the
person.
Jamaican
Always
and
said,
then
I've
that
watched
now
her
they
for a
don't even
long
talk
time,
about it because she's
and
not
I said,
black.
that's a woman of great common sense, because it's all about common
She's
sense.
just
We
a
can say
joke.
conservative, that it's common sense.
She doesn't know who
Thank
she
you very
is.
much. I appreciate it.
But her parents owned slaves, so they were
A woman
slave
that we're
owners.
very proud of. She started with us in the Oval
Just know
Office
that
in
right
the White
away.
House. She became press secretary, and she then became the governor of Arkansas. Sarah Huckabee
Kamala,
Sanders.
Kamala, I call her.
Beautiful. Thank you. She's doing a good job too.
Kamala.
Oh, we have so many great people.
Yeah, I look pretty right
So
now.
somebody that ran for president, and
I put on
everybody,
makeup.
He was good. He was smart. He was so impressive to me, and he was.
It
I
lifts
watched
up
the
my
whole thing go
mood
on. They said,
sometimes.
"Should you run?" I said, "Listen."
I've always done that.
There's
Whenever I was
72
bored, I
point
just
lead
put on
over
makeup.
everybody. People want to hire a smart person, not a smart.
Yeah, people want to hire a smart
When
person.
you're leading by 70 or 72 points, why should you go in a debate and have 12 people knock
My
on the
God.
head of you? Because eventually it's got to have a little impact.
Don't believe the
So I
Dems.
sit out the debates, but I watch the debates. I watch this
They're
man.
always making shit up.
He was unbelievable. The governor of North Dakota, he's become one of the great oil experts. That state is.
Yeah, they're always
unbelievable
making crap
since
up.
He's been governor. And he was like me. He was a successful businessman. He made a lot of money, and he wanted
Everybody
to run.
knows I'm not worried about it.
The state. He was in the state, and he ran for governor.
This
He's
channel
one of the
here.
best governors in the country. Very smart, and we got to bring
Good
him
luck
in
with that.
because he's not going to be.
And my
running
other
again.
channel,
He's
good,
triple limited
better
himself
luck
as
even with
well.
that one.
And we're going to find that
Trying to
great
do
place for
anything
this
to my
guy.
channels now, douche.
Governor Doug Burgum.
That ugly, evil, no good bitch, Megan Cole.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, ugly, evil,
And his
no
wife,
good bitch.
Catherine is phenomenal.
Oh,
The son
you're
of one of
jealous
the
because
greatest
I have more
baseball players
subscribers
of
than
all
them.
time.
Yeah, because I have
You think I don't
3K
know
subs,
about Roberto
bitch.
Clemente? Oh. So
It's
Roberto
because you
Clemente
can't handle the
Jr.,
truth.
so, and I hear he's
Yeah,
got
but
a
how
player
about
also,
that?
but
Big D.
I remember his father in deep right field.
And if you ever go to my
Remember
house,
that, you know, I've
bitch,
seen a lot of baseball.
and
I've
she was
seen
gonna
how it
take a
goes.
baseball bat to me
Baseball doesn't seem to be quite what it was. We got to do something about that, you know.
and saying
Too
that
many
I was just
stations,
gonna
too
go
many
and
games, too late at
unalive
night.
her parents
They
at
should
their
hire
house
me
and
as
everything.
commissioner, although I like their commission. I do.
Lying no good
Some
witch,
commissions
dude.
I don't like. But, you know,
Never
I
had
like
that ever
baseball.
come out of my mouth. Everybody that knows me knows that.
But I
Anyways,
saw, come up here for a second, wherever you may be. Where
everybody.
is this guy? Because this guy was like, come up here.
I'm
come
pull
on
some
up here.
cards. I'm gonna shuffle.
Anybody with that gene, anybody with the blood in him of Roberto Clemente.
Roberto Clemente.
Puerto Rico, I love Puerto Rico. Come on, come here.
Yeah,
Tell
well,
them
your
how
little
great was your father.
your little comedian got us in a world of trouble with those ugly, evil liars. You need to screen all your freaking comedians. Can't just let them run amok at your rallies, bro.
Hello, Pittsburgh.
Well, one thing that I could say is that I'm very proud to be here. For the first time, I had to take a step forward. It is very important for me to support this man because I believe tomorrow is a change of time.
Tomorrow's it, bro. Time runs out. Time is running out. Time is ran out.
And to answer your question,
the time's
to be
ran
able
out.
to talk about my father, the name Clemente, what it means is goodwill
What is this?
and unity.
Doesn't work. It refuses to work.
I believe that your team is going to bring it all home. I believe in everything that you stand for right now, being able to make the change for our families. My 3 kids that
I
are
hope
really
so.
young, we live here in Pennsylvania.
If not, we'll be in a world of trouble. We gotta make it
And I
happen.
told this man that I commit myself to helping RFK Jr. with our kids and making America healthy again.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I need that napkin. Where'd it go?
Well, Bobby's gonna like that. Bobby's great, by the way.
That's bad,
He's
okay?
gonna work and he's gonna
Definitely not.
work with it, but now he's gonna work with Roberto Jr. Bobby Kennedy, he's a credible guy.
Yeah, he
It's
is.
not an easy step. They've been Democrats a long time, the Kennedy family. I'm sure they were thrilled, but Bobby had to do the right thing, and he did, and he's gonna be very much involved. He's got a tremendous view on health and pesticides and all the stuff, and we're not really a healthy country. Look at some countries are much healthier than ours.
Yeah, because we have chemicals that's outlawed in other countries. That's why.
I wanted to do something really.
And we'll fix it, will you? It's your job.
We have obesity, we have every problem you can have, and Bobby feels very strongly about it.
Yeah, fix it.
And he's gonna be very much on. The only thing I told him though, Bobby, you gotta
Leave the oil up to me.
You want, you just go ahead, work on the pesticides, work on making women's health. He's so into women's health, and he's really unbelievable. It's such a passion. But I said, Bobby, I want you to do it, but leave the liquid gold to me. Don't trample on Don't trample on our liquid gold, because we're gonna let give more than any other
He's
country
cracking
in the
jokes.
world by far. Don't trample on that, Bobby. Let me just.
He's just only cracking jokes.
Make our country rich as hell.
Think nothing of it.
So I gotta keep him away from that. That could be a problem, but I gotta keep him away from that. So that's so exciting with Megan. And
Very
Bill.
exciting.
That's so exciting.
Megan's
There's so many
cool.
great endorsements. It's just really amazing.
She's right on, Jack. Oh, it sure isn't charging very quick.
By the way, Roberto Clemente, we all see a lot of plays and you forget about it. And for those of us that have very good memories, you forget.
Good thing my headache didn't get any worse.
But I remember playing the Mets, the poor Mets. They were playing the Mets, and a ball was hit into the corner of right field. He played right field.
I want to hear the end of his speech, and then we'll close it.
Went over.
Come on, Big Daddy.
Phenomenal woman. And he, because he's taken.
Don't you have one more rally to be at tonight? That means we're missing out.
Tremendous. And to always respect our great
American flag.
I will get critical race theory and
out of our
transgender
schools.
insanity the hell out of our schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports.
Yeah, women.
I will defend religious liberty. I will restore free speech, and I will defend the right to keep and bear arms. Your Second Amendment. Your Second Amendment.
Yeah, they're trying to undo
Your
the
beautiful
Constitution.
Second Amendment, which happens to be under siege, and for 4
They're trying to make
years
the
it was
Constitution
fine.
not
After years of
not
building up
good.
foreign nations, defending foreign borders, and protecting foreign lands, we are finally going to build up our country, defend our borders, and protect our citizens and our land.
Of course.
And we will stop illegal immigration once and for all. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be overrun. We will not be conquered. We will be a free and proud nation once again, and it will be soon.
That's right.
Everyone will prosper, every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope and the American dream. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda, which is a landslide that is too big to rig. Too big to rig.
That's
So
right.
you need to get out immediately. You have to get out tomorrow. You have to
Too
get out
big
tomorrow
to
and
rig.
vote.
Oh.
For the past 9 years, we have been fighting against the most sinister and corrupt forces on earth. They're the most sinister.
It's true, no, it is.
With your vote in this election, you can show
Definitely
them
not
once and
lying.
for all that the nation does not belong to them.
It belongs
This
to
nation
you.
belongs to you. Belongs to you.
And me, and you, and you, and you.
It was hard-working patriots like you who built this country, and tomorrow it's hard-working patriots like you who are going to save our country.
That's right.
After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American
Yep,
history.
that's right.
With your help, we will restore America's promise, and we will bring back, we will take it back, we'll do whatever we have to do. The nation that we love. We love this nation. I mean, I'm doing
Yeah,
this.
we love this nation.
I could be in the most beaches in the world getting whacked by saltwater waves with sharks in it, by the way. I don't like it. I'd rather be here. I want to be right here in Pittsburgh. With those big, strong men back there. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never back down.
And we will never surrender.
And we will never, ever surrender.
That's right.
Together we will fight,
And we
win,
will win.
November 5th, tomorrow will be the most important day
In the history of our country.
And together we will make
America
powerful
again.
We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again.
And we will make America great again.
Thank you, Pittsburgh. God bless you.
Thank you for joining me for this very great live stream. Trump 2024. God bless you. God bless America and justice for Kylie Rodney. See you next time. Bye for now.